Okay, we are recording 3, 2, 1. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Weekly D Podcast. My name is Kyle C, and I'm actually here as your personal professional host for the day. Joined with me actually is our temporary co-host Spencer Hoffert.
Hello,
and then
I'm Spencer.
Actually, joined right behind that is our temporary third mic, Chris Banana Man Bowen.
I feel like I'm third wheeling. What the actual fuck?
Welcome to that. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Weekly D Podcast. You're probably wondering, where is Daniel?
We killed him.
That's exactly what I was going to say. He's dead.
Yeah, no, he's dead. Sorry, guys. He's not going to be coming back. Just kidding. He's definitely coming back. Actually, he's not actually dead. Where is he? You may ask the real question. Okay, let's get a move on then. Anyways, yeah, how are you guys doing? How does it feel to be the official temporary cast of the Weekly D Podcast?
I feel dirty.
I feel forced and dirty.
That too. Very, very forced. This is very forced and dirty.
Well, welcome to being forced and dirty. As
I need a shower again.
Somebody may want to do.
I don't want to be forced to be. I prefer consensual. Kyle, what's wrong with you?
I prefer being surprised.
What do you mean surprised?
Like
on the street? Like you're just walking down the street and then just surprise.
Just punch
the best. These random ass slaps. There you go, dude. Surprise.
Just like, oh yeah, that's what the noise I was making. that's what we're going on.
Well, once again, guys, thank you for joining in for the Weekly D Podcast. This is a hijacking for today. Daniel actually couldn't be on today, so we are going to take up the reins of being, your temporary host, co-host, and/or third mic. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start with our first topic. So that's going to be, guys, have you heard about the $1 billion Mega Million that happened? None of us won.
How do you know?
So what happened is over 40
I'm in
people
my mansion.
What do you mean you don't live in a mansion?
I'm in my mansion right now. You kidding me? I won that $1 billion. Fuck you.
When he says mansion,
you're not getting any of it, Kyle. I'll give you $20. I'll give Chris 30.
Why him 30?
Because I'm third wheeling.
Yeah, see? And you're over there with two tittying. I don't know. That's all I got.
Yeah, that's great, Spencer. Anyways, yeah. So what happened? So over 40 people became millionaires last weekend as the Mega Million reaches its record high of over $1 billion. So I guess to ask the questions, Spencer, Chris, what's the first thing you would buy with $1 billion?
You want my honest answer or you want my truthful answer? I mean,
your honest
or your truthful?
I did it again. God damn it.
Wait, let's go back to this. What?
2 truths and a lie. Okay.
I would be you want my honest answer or my bullshit answer?
Let's do your honest answer. That's what we want to hear. That's what we asked you.
Why would you?
I mean, my bullshit answer is I'm going to buy a bunch of. I'm going to do it. Never mind. I think that's appropriate to say on this podcast. Anywho, lots of cocaine. Honest answer, I want to get an exact replica of my favorite drum set from my Portnoy from Train of Thought album by Dream Theater. It's called the Siamese Monster. It's a big ass fucking kit, and it's just a fucking black shell finish with a little bit of gloss. It's nice.
Interesting. It's actually pretty cool.
Couldn't wait to kick it over as soon as you get it.
And he can get another one because he's $1 billion. So I mean,
yeah,
it works out.
Every time he gets one, kick it over.
A bunch
of broken drum sets.
Yeah, I've never broken a drum set.
That with $1 billion. I don't know what I'd like. I don't know if I have anything crazy. I'd automatically want to just pay off. That's free. Why would I pay for that?
Custom made One Piece hentai.
Because I've had to pay somebody for it. Oh my god! You have to get voice actors and artists involved. It's too much work, Chris. Come on. No,
you got $1 million.
I think I'd want to fast track passport because I don't have one yet, and I would go to Japan.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but other than that, I'd probably pay off as many bills as I can for me, my parents. Not Kyle though. Kyle can keep all his debt.
Kyle has enough money anyways. He's fine.
I definitely
he's a big boy job.
Yeah, he's got a big boy job. We're over here with our little man jobs.
Yeah, working from home. Well, I mean, we all are.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, actually, we all are working from home. That's
Shut up, Kyle. You're working in Kentucky. We're at home.
Spence, what's your bullshit answer?
Oh, so sad. My bullshit answer? A yacht.
A yacht? I mean, I'd
Yeah.
get a yacht. I mean,
I don't know if I'd actually sail out to sea with it, but I'd definitely buy it.
That's why you
Just
Well, I mean,
sit on
like
it.
you
in
hire
Texas-
a guy for that.
That's true, but I mean, having a yacht now in Texas after we've been flooded twice in 2 years in a row, it's not the worst idea.
You know, it'd be
it's not.
smart. Put it in your backyard, so when it floods, you just crawl up into your yacht.
Hey,
Even though your
Spencer,
neighbors might not like it.
I know you
It's
hate, I know
constantly-
you hate me, but like whenever it floods again, I'm going on your yacht.
No,
I'm-
sorry. I'll give you a
no?
dinghy.
What?
A dinghy.
Is that the little float thingy?
It's his dick.
That's
I
not. It's not.
Hey, I don't know.
really
I'm
not.
confused now. Is that what you call
No,
your
it's-
penis?
Yeah,
It's
no,
a dinghy.
It's the float. Is the floaty or the boat that they have on
I thought it was
ships?
called a lifesaver.
No, a dinghy's
No, that's a
basically a
candy.
flotation device out in the
Oh, you
middle of
fucking-
like. So okay, guys, it's a flotation device out in the middle of the ocean that helps like people track kind of where the deep end is. So that's what a dinghy actually is. It's for people that are going to be swimming out too far, knowing that it's actually going to be really deep where they are located.
Oh, I
If
don't
I'm not
want
mistaken,
that.
there's huge nets. That
I've
hold
seen
that hold
fucking
in.
that Blake Lively movie. I don't want a dinghy. Fuck that shit. That shark
Yeah.
is an asshole.
That's what you're gonna get.
I don't want that. We have sharks in Cyprus.
A dinghy is a type of small boat, often carried or towed
Wait.
by a larger vessel.
Are we wrong? Were we both wrong? Are we all wrong about this?
No,
I
I
thought it
knew
was
it
a-
was some sort of boat or float thing. I don't know what the
I
hell.
was a
you, were,
Spencer.
you were looking for like what is it? The
Oh shit!
it's like it's like a sonar thing. Like
Maybe that's
he's-
what it is. Maybe I'm thinking of a
you said it
lighthouse.
so
A buoy.
confidently.
Dude, it's
God,
the-
he was talking about a buoy.
oh, a buoy. That's what it is.
You
A dinghy.
idiot.
Buoy.
A dinghy.
I mean-
oh my god! I was so wrong about a fucking.
Buoy.
Buoy and
I can
dinghy.
get it. It has the
You
little
really
name.
were, but you were so confident. You're like, well, a dinghy is actually.
Well, I mean, some people can be confident,
Honestly, confidence is key. Confidence will get you started.
especially if you're
places.
fucking dumb.
Yeah, even if you're full of shit, as long as you're confident, that's the fucking goal at the end of the
And
day.
I'm always
See?
full of shit, but I'm confident.
That's why I like talking to you two because I know when y'all are both wrong, and it's so great because y'all are so
I'm always
confident.
wrong.
It makes me mad, but it's fun to argue with you.
Yeah.
Hey Spencer, when do I watch
Fuck you.
anime?
Do I want to know how you watch anime? You sleep through anime. I don't want to watch. I don't want to know how you watch anime.
It's still wiki. It's still wiki.
The
The wiki.
wiki. The wiki.
So what would I do with $1 billion?
I was about to. Okay.
Oh
sorry,
yeah,
Kyle
yeah.
distracted
Sorry,
me.
we went off into dinghy and.
I feel like
buoys and bitches.
Kyle's like answer be super wholesome.
You know
honestly-
what? I know he's gonna say. He's gonna give half of it to his mom.
Not half. And I've had this
Oh.
conversation with my mom, and she
Yeah,
hates
we-
me for it. To be completely honest with you,
That you won't give her half your money. What's
I
wrong
won't
with
give
you?
her
It's $1
half of
billion,
my
Kyle.
$1 billion.
You won't give her $500 million
No.
out of the courtesy
I
of art?
would.
My mom ain't
I,
getting shit.
So I would definitely like share the wealth, though. I think if I were to get $1 billion, like at least $50 million would go to like 50 people, like $1 million each, like $1 million each, and like people I know that like have worked really hard all their lives and maybe haven't had something that like gets them that type of money. I'd be like, here, like you deserve this. Go chase what you actually want to do. Like that's what I mean. That's what I'd want if I was to get $1 million. Like I'd want to go chase what I want to do, which is podcasting. And like, I think that would be awesome. My bullshit idea is I
that's what I was
think
waiting for.
I think I would definitely like, honestly, I'd like to open a zoo as like my bullshit idea, just for the fun of it. Cause I want to have tigers and like crocodiles and gorillas and
You Tiger King?
dude, honestly,
Kyle took
You're
Tiger
gonna be
King
the
to
next
the
Tiger King?
goddamn heart.
Oh
Like,
my
Kyle
God.
strives to be Tiger King. I mean, you know what you gotta do now, Kyle? You gotta turn into a mullet wearing homosexual.
And then he's gonna be like that bitch Chris Bowen.
speaking of Tiger King, actually, did you
I feel
guys
like
hear?
it'd be more that bitch Patrick, but okay. What is
Did you guys hear about Tiger King, by the way? Like,
You were
Dude,
telling me about this.
poor Joe Exotic. So Chris, I don't know if you know this, but Joe Exotic thought that he was going to get pardoned by the Trump
fuck, I heard about
presidency,
this.
and
Trump.
he actually the Trump presidency, and Trump was going to pardon him. And so basically, what happened is Joe Exotic was so confident that he purchased a limo that was a giant truck, but it was basically a giant limo with a fucking bed, like a truck bed in the back, thinking he was going to get out, and he did not get pardoned actually. So he was stuck there, and he said those exact reasons is because he said it is in fact because he was a raging homosexual, is the reason that he did not get let out. He said he was too gay for Republicans, so that's what he said. Which I
That's
don't know if
what
that's necessarily true. He did actually like technically like hire somebody to murder Carol Baskins, and it failed, but
Bitch.
still.
I mean,
that bitch Carol Baskins.
She killed her husband.
Probably, to be honest
And then
with you.
she
Though.
ate him.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised at this point. I've seen so many documentaries. People will kill people for less.
Yeah, to be completely honest with you. I mean,
I'll kill someone for porn.
do I wish Joe Exotic was free? I think it would be interesting to have him like on TV and stuff because I think his life is a TV show. I think he makes his life a TV show.
No, he does.
But he also like definitely tried to commit murder. And for that, you know, I'm probably going to go ahead and say maybe it's best that he remains in prison.
He also
And
was
for
doing
that,
a lot of
I
animal
have to say
abuse
no.
at the same time. He was also pretty abusive to his animals.
Yes, I would agree. I think he was also pretty abusive to his animals.
He also pretty much married 2 straight dudes apparently. Well, one of them was apparently like super straight. The other one I don't remember. The one that didn't have any teeth apparently is now married to a female. So
that's true.
I don't know what the fuck. He must have just given that guy like a bunch of heroin or something. I don't know.
That man was not super straight if he married a man.
I mean, if you got money and you're desperate and you want heroin, you don't know how hard it's being an addict. You don't know how I've done the heroin. Not really.
What are you talking about? I'm addicted to coffee, so it's fine. I wouldn't be over there sucking wiener for coffee.
Caffeine is actually totally an addictive like substance.
No, I know.
Like, you can get super addicted to caffeine.
Oh yeah,
it's totally a thing.
I literally get headaches if I don't drink coffee.
See, I'm not there anymore. I used to, but like I actually had to cut off a lot of caffeine at post surgery, which is great.
To be completely honest, I'm still working on getting rid of my caffeine addiction. Like caffeine is just really hard to cut because like after a couple of days of not having caffeine, deep breath. After a couple of days of not having caffeine, I definitely get like really shaky and tired, and I get a bad headache. So I mean, I'm slowly trying to wean myself off of it. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to do cocaine. I have to keep my job, and so that's what I'm going to do. But nothing. I don't really know how it's going to go with it. But honestly, yeah, no, that's what I would do with like $1 billion. I mean, it is really cool that like 43 millionaires became like a thing last weekend. That's wild.
40.
It was over 40. It was like 43-ish, I think, is what they said.
But something you said like 40.
I did say 40.
Is this like the dingy thing? You're wrong,
dude.
Oh God,
we don't. This is the weekly podcast, and the famous words of Daniel. We don't fact check here, son.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna say we don't. We don't.
We don't do nothing.
We don't do shit.
I felt like both your answers like really wholesome. And mine was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy drum sets. Like, she was like, I'm gonna give my money to my mom. I'm gonna give fucking money to these people. I'm like, nope, this drum sets, fuck everybody else. This is my money. I'm going. Fuck.
I also said I'd go to Japan or buy a yacht. What do you mean?
I said I'd open a zoo.
Yeah, I said nothing about giving money to people. I'm like, nope. I'm either gonna do a harem or I'm gonna fucking buy drum sets. So yeah, it's all for me.
Would y'all go buy like a mansion, like where if y'all were to buy a mansion like anywhere in like the US, where would you buy it?
I don't have money. I don't think I'd buy a mansion necessarily, but I would really like to buy a really big house in Wyoming. Like not a mansion, but just like
That's
really
not the
cool,
question.
Like
where would you want the mansion?
Okay.
The hill country, woman.
The hill country of Texas, like right where the Frio River is, like crystal clear, just like walking distance. That would be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Just high enough to where it doesn't flood.
That's actually really nice.
Like that would be awesome.
You could totally make a house up a little bit up the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Not that bad.
I would buy one of the Rock's old houses because he keeps all of his old gym gear there. I think.
Is that legitimately a thing?
I know for a fact he has a mobile gym that he fucking. So I read it up on it, but yeah, every house he goes to, even for on location, like if he has a house on location, he brings his gym. And I think every house he leaves a couple of stuff there because he's like he has the money. He's fucking he can like I can go buy another fucking bench rack. It's not that, but yeah, this dude has fucking 40 fucking tons of weight that he hauls with him everywhere he goes.
That's intense, actually.
I'm just like this guy is dedicated only to his fucking craft, but like to his career, his body, his diet. He's just overly dedicated. It's insane. Like, I don't know if you guys follow him on any social media, but that guy, he's insane. He's actually like a really decent, awesome person as well.
Okay, I do. So would you do him?
No.
How dare you? He's a good person.
But no, honestly, The Rock's been doing a lot of stuff kind of low key though. He's actually a big investor in Acorn, the investing mobile app. Like he's actually he's actually very heavily invested, not in Acorn, but in the actual company that is Acorn. He's also, of course, he's like the I think he's like the general manager of the XFL. He like owns like most of the XFL now, which is going to be starting back up next year in 2021. So that's
like the extra large NFL.
It's that Extreme Football League, XFL.
Is that the one where they like basically beat the shit out of each other when they're
Pretty
running?
much, it's like Blitz, but in real life.
It's like
I love that. That was fun. This game,
but
that was a fun game.
Football players.
It's hockey with no skates.
Yeah. So basically, a dude can get fucking slammed, and love it. So basically, sorry, I got a 40 minute like. Hey, you made 40 minutes. We made it unlimited on Zoom, and I was like, okay.
I just saw that notification. Said, your host is making this unlimited. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Anyways, as I was saying, the XFL basically like they can get slammed by like somebody, and then they'll walk up to you and be like, "How was it like to be fucking drop kicked?" And they're like, "Well, honestly, to be," and they do like interviews like right then and there, and it makes it really.
You're just laying on the ground, like, yeah, it was great. I'm getting paid $20 an hour.
I feel amazing.
Honestly, Houston actually did pretty good. Houston had the Houston Roughnecks, and they actually won, I think, the championship, which is kind of cool. They won, and then like the XFL after COVID hit, like it was done.
I mean,
the season ended, and they just didn't have the money to like make it work. So it was kind of like whatever. You know,
don't they know?
Pandemics ruin things. It's unfortunate.
But COVID doesn't affect you if you play sports. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, dude, the gym makes you immune, man. I can bench 300 pounds. I can't get sick.
Random thing. So the Mega Million was $1 billion, right? Mm-hmm. So if one person won that, it said cash value was like $740 million. The Rock is worth $320 million.
You'd be worth more than The Rock.
You'd be worth more than a lot of famous fucking rich people. That's instantly just like, hey, look at that. I can buy everything.
That'd be awesome. Honestly, like that's one of those, that's like $740 million. Like even $1 billion taxed $740 million is like money for like not only you, but your kids, your kids' kids, your kids' kids' kids, and like onward for at least 4 to 5 generations. Like, and that's, and you'd even like the 5th generation to the 6th generation would still be very wealthy. They'd have to work. Yeah. Eventually, but like you could go like 4 to 5 generations with nobody working and doing shit with their lives and spending money.
Yeah, that's why you got to go buy shit while you're with the money you have, so that you can have money later on. Like, you don't have to worry. You just go buy a bunch of businesses. Fuck it.
Yeah,
you like know how many DoorDash work like in place with that much money? What?
Could you imagine? You get $1 billion. So your first thing. I'm gonna order DoorDash unlimitedly.
It would be favor. I'm like, I'm gonna get some fancy wine. There we go. Favor that.
You'd be like, wait, I got a coupon.
I actually don't coupon. I think coupons are fucking stupid. Oh, that's me though. I just am like, I don't know. I'm weird.
What did you say?
You are weird.
I don't
You're
like
the weirdest person I've ever met.
I think they're dumb. Chris, I don't know.
You don't like saving money.
No, ever. I like spending money.
No, you don't shop online.
I do shop online.
No, you told me you don't shop online.
I have never. I actually just got like 4 books through Amazon like last week.
I feel like you told me recently that you do not shop online.
I'm not a fucking weirdo. I shop online.
No, you are a fucking weirdo. Let's be clear.
Okay. Yeah. Remember I told you
shops online.
I shop online, but I'm fucking weird. Okay, fuck you guys. I did all my shopping online.
I told you, I was like, hey, I have free anime websites for you that you could use, and you're like, no, I'm not going to use that. I like to pay for my stuff, and you put like fucking like $15 on 3 movies.
Yeah.
That's a waste of fucking money, man. They have them online. You're a shopaholic for stupid shit.
And also, let's talk about his food habits. Let's talk about the pizza that he orders. Let's talk about his pizza. His fucking onion, jalapeno, and pineapple pizza.
No, it's onion and pineapple.
It is disgusting.
Get it fucking
regardless.
right, Kyle.
You know what? That's even worse. Even without the somehow without the jalapeno, it's worse.
Delicious.
Onion and pineapple.
With extra sauce.
It sounds so acidic. How do you not have heartburn?
I'm sure he does.
Dying. I don't fucking know. I think now
that's why his voice is like that.
I'm just dying. What do you mean my voice? Fuck you.
So we sound like Ed. It's constantly dying.
I actually think I sound Ed because I did 2 minutes. I impersonated Ed a lot as a kid. I think it just stuck. Like
But
I
they-
did his voice a lot, and then he just fucking stuck. I was like, it's permanent.
Is that
now.
like when your mom tells you, "Don't keep making that face. Your face is gonna get stuck like that"? Is that what you believed? That she did that voice so much that your voice
I don't know.
stayed?
It happens. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I did
No
too
guy's
much.
a bug in a rug a day.
Double day. I
Double
put my
day.
name on my underwear.
So let's
I'm so
move
happy
on.
they put all of it on
Third
fucking
toast.
HBO Max. I'm so
We'll go-
happy it's on HBO Max.
I need
So,
to start watching.
Which one? Is,
HBO.
what's on HBO Max? Before we
Ed,
go?
Ed and
all
Eddie.
of Ed and Eddie. Yeah, dude. You don't have HBO Max, Kyle? What the fuck?
No, I do have HBO Max.
Okay. Oh, real quick. I have to say this. But Spencer, are you to get Village?
I
Resident
don't
Evil
know.
Village?
Resident Evil Village.
I've never
It's
been
gonna be
super big
so
on the Resident
good.
Evil.
Just play.
Uh,
I know Biohazard's on Game Pass. Just play that. It's supposed to be the sequel for that. That's
If it's
honestly a
similar
really
to
fucking good game.
Biohazard, I'd be open to playing it. I don't like the classic
It's the
like
same.
Resident Evil very much. Like it's just not my favorite thing. They're just better. They're just better zombie games. Like,
That's true.
Is that one where you're in the house, the hillbillies?
Yeah.
So it's a continuation of that.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a sequel. It's the same character. But yeah, it's going to be intense.
Honestly,
they've been
personally,
doing good.
that sounds like pretty decent. I may have to check this trailer out eventually.
Oh, that's a creepy looking lady.
She's hot though. I'll let her eat me.
Just because her
You let
boobs are
her what?
showing, Chris. There's a lady wearing a dress where her boobs are
I'm talking about
slightly
some-
cleavaged.
It's the other one. There's another one in there.
I'd
She's
let her-
The
wearing a
one that
hoodie.
looks like a witch with a skull on her. Are you talking about the main character?
No. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. No. Yeah.
The one you
Yeah.
play as?
The fucking
No,
quote.
you
I'd
play
let
as
her
a
eat
guy.
me.
Okay, the one with the hat.
No, the other one with the hoodie.
Okay.
Anyways, I'll have to look this up. Anyways,
That's all I wanted to say. It's super. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
So we're gonna go and move into one of our topics. So we're gonna do Pendejo of the Week. So Pendejo of the Week is actually brought to you by our good friends at Little M Shop. Little M Shop air fresheners are the best in the game. Not only do they smell good, they also look great. Little M combines amazing scents like Miami Vice, Little Black Ice, and that sweet, sweet cream that puts you to sleep, along with cool designs like the nostalgia-invoking Rad design. Be cool and out of this world. Little M now also offers journals, stickers, and so much more. So be a pal and go check out our friends at littlemshop.com by going to www.littlemshop.com. Little M, so you don't smell bad yourself. Don't forget, you can send us your Pendejo of the Week candidates using the hashtag POJ and sending it to us on Twitter at TheWeeklyDPod, at Danny_G951, and at It's That Guy Kyle. Also, polls will be dropping on Tuesday, and y'all can vote on who you think is the biggest Pendejo of the Week. So this Pendejo of the Week actually goes to Jake motherfucking Paul. So he also kind of gets banned for the week for this one too, because he's a fucking badass in some ways, because that's bold as fuck to do what he did. So, okay, to give you some backstory, Jake Paul has been basically antagonizing Conor McGregor for months at this point to fight him in a boxing ring. So basically Jake put up $50 million on the line to actually fight for a prize fight against Conor McGregor. And Conor had until last week yet to respond. And Conor actually didn't really respond. It was more of a roundabout way, like, oh, like that's an interesting fight. He seems hungry. It would be interesting to see where that goes. But Conor McGregor, in his fight last weekend, did actually get boom shakalaka'd by his opponent, Dustin Poirier. So, in order to troll even further, Jake Paul rescinded his $50 million prize and moved it down to $10,000 in order to fight McGregor. So that's why he's a fucking asshole for that, to be completely honest. And I don't know why he thought that was like it's funny. Don't get me wrong, it's fucking hilarious.
It's
But
fucking
it's
funny.
such a douchey thing to do. Like, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie though. If Jake Paul and Conor McGregor actually do go at it, and Conor McGregor actually says, "Fuck it, I'm taking the $10,000 to beat your fucking ass, regardless," so that way you can shut the fuck up and never talk to me again, I would watch it. I do think Jake Paul is gonna have him again. I would have him, to be completely honest, though. Jake Paul hasn't lost a match yet.
He's been
Conor
fighting
McGregor-
like people that don't fight them.
to be fair, have you
He
watched
fought a
some of the-
basketball player.
That's true, but he did sleep that basket. He slept Nate Robinson though. Like that man hit him with an actual like technical hit though. Like that uppercut was perfect. Like,
But like the guy was running at him like, come on, get him. It's like fighting a little
He
kid
just went,
that's in a full grown man's body.
that's
And if you
true.
know some sort of moves, you can knock someone out. Like it's I don't think it'd be that hard if someone is
True.
like untrained to ready or not ready to take a hit.
True. But I mean, I've been watching some of like Jake Paul's like training and like some of his like, just his little sparring attempts and stuff like that. And that man's got moves. That man is a technical fighter. And you can definitely tell that he's going to actually be a force to be. I think he'll be a force to be reckoned with in the amateur league. To be completely honest, will he take it against Conor? I think he might, because Conor in boxing is an amateur. Like in MMA, he's a beast. In MMA, he's a beast. But in boxing, he's only boxed once, and he boxed like Manny Pacquiao and ended up, beating him. No.
Mayweather?
He boxed Mayweather, not Pacquiao.
Yeah, Mayweather boxed Pacquiao.
Yeah, Mayweather boxed. I got him mixed up. But yes,
and then
Mayweather
really
did box Conor McGregor.
People.
Yeah, well, to be fair, Conor was also throwing like illegal kicks and stuff during that whole match.
I was talking about the Pacquiao Mayweather fight. That was. I have Filipino friends, and they were.
That was kind of bullshit.
Oh,
I forget
they were not having it.
Conor did technically, or no, Mayweather.
Yeah,
Mayweather. Okay, so Mayweather is a technical fighter too. Like that dude, he ups points. Like he's trying to actually like fight while he's not gonna try to fight you while he's in the ring. His goal is to tire you out and take you out, and make sure he has the most points on his side. Like,
didn't Logan Paul try and fight Mayweather?
Logan Paul is fighting Mayweather in February. Yeah, Logan Paul's gonna be fighting him in February. So Jake Paul's brother, he's gonna be fighting him in February. I think
he's gonna die.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be really funny to watch. I'm gonna.
He's gonna fucking die in the ring, and they're gonna be like, "It was a tragedy." No, he's an idiot. Chris, you there?
I don't know who any of these fuckers are. Like, who are you guys talking about? I don't watch sports ever at all.
You don't know who these famous like? These are like super famous people that pop up on the internet constantly.
I don't. All of them. No, I don't care. I follow the musicians and movie stars, fucking YouTube personalities and athletes. I tell them to fuck off and
Why do I feel like your like encyclopedia of celebrities is from 2008?
It's 2009.
Oh, sorry.
He knows
back when we were all in high school.
Anybody from young Ashton Kutcher from That 70s Show back. Like,
no, Topher Grace is pretty fucking badass. I don't follow him on Instagram. I don't follow him anywhere though. But Mia Khalifa is still relevant.
No, she's not.
She is. She's in movies.
Is she?
No,
I haven't seen her.
I think her last movie was maybe it was in 2018.
2018.
2018. Danny Master's already kind of got canceled. What's his name?
He raped somebody.
Fez was in The Ranch.
He was, but that was with Ashton Kutcher. Yeah, that show has its ups and downs.
The Ranch was good. Honestly, The Ranch handled Masterson leaving in a good way, but they definitely just made it really fucking depressing.
Well, people didn't like it because they're like, oh, he's being charged with these charges, and y'all kind of gave him a good send off. They wanted him to die brutally.
Cutie. That's true. They also did make Cuties. So
spoiler warning, I guess. Wait, they made Cuties?
No, Netflix did.
Well, Netflix has made a shit ton of things.
I mean, Netflix. It wasn't Netflix that made it. It was another. It was a good director, and they paid for it. Granted, Cuties was not a good idea at any point, and I hope they learn from that. To be completely honest with you, even if it's supposed to be a woke movie, you gotta really watch the movie first before you allow it on your streaming platforms.
The premise of it was a good idea, but at the same time, they treated it it was too much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the premise, if you think about the premise, it's about the subjugation of girls, and how sex influences young girls to eventually go down a dark path sometimes. And things like dance and beauty competitions and things like that are one of the biggest proponents of that. And that was the whole overall message, but the way they executed it, there's a difference between having a good message and then execution. Yeah. So they didn't execute it well. They made it very uncomfortable. And maybe it was supposed to be uncomfortable, but I personally wouldn't sit with my daughter and watch that. It didn't do what it was supposed to do. And that was why it failed as a movie. In my opinion. This is just my opinion though.
Last thing, a random thing. The Spy Who Dumped Me is the last movie Mila Kunis was in 2018. I did not watch that. And then it was
3 years ago.
A Bad Moms Christmas, Bad Moms, Ted, Jupiter Ascending.
That's right. She was in Ted. When was Ted?
Bad Moms Ted, or Bad Moms, Ted?
Bad Moms Ted.
Bad Mom's dead.
I guess
She's also like a mom now or something, right? Didn't they just have like 2 kids like back to back, Aston Kutcher, Mila? I think they did, right?
Why do you always say names so weird? You said Aston.
Because I'm stupid.
I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you.
God damn it, Chris.
What were we talking about? What was the topic?
So yeah,
Oh yeah,
no, Jake Paul.
Jake
Jake
go talk about your
Paul.
athletes. I'm gonna get more wine.
Jake Paul.
Your athletes.
Our athletes.
Jake Paul's an athlete. He's the
Sports
Jake
are
Paul's
stupid.
not an athlete.
These
Anyways.
are literally like some of the most famous people on the internet and like in sports, like fucking fighting. Like children know who these people are.
I like Smosh.
Smosh hasn't been relevant
Oh,
since
once-
2010.
I beg to differ.
Well, 1 second. I gotta go turn on my AC.
Okay. Chris,
God,
Do you
stop
really-
recording.
Chris, do you really not know? Like,
I actually don't. I know Logan Paul. I didn't know you were like, brother. You should stop.
Yeah, Logan-
recording.
Logan
We're gonna
Paul
go
and
on a
Jake-
break.
we're not going on a break right now.
Yeah, Spencer left. I gotta go down. I gotta go do some shit. Just put a break
Right,
on.
fine. We'll go on a break. 1 second.
Damn it.
3, 2, 1. And we're back, everybody. Sorry about that. We wanted to take a short break because Chris was yelling at me to take
I
a
wanted
short break.
alcohol.
And food, apparently. So, yeah, no, that was our Pendejo of the week. Next, we're going to go into topic 2, actually, which is going to be Wonder Woman 1984 and why it sucked. Honestly, I think all of us have come to consensus, especially all 3 of us. I don't know about Daniel. I'll have to ask him later. But we all watched 1984 and we all pretty much hated it. I fell asleep,
Yep.
actually, through most
I
of it.
didn't. I wish I did. I did.
Yeah. So why it sucked, to be honest with you, I thought the writing was not really good. I thought it was really poorly done. And like the first Wonder Woman movie is just like by a long shot much better.
It is. No, so the first Wonder Woman movie, I didn't like the villain as much at the end. I liked him when he first showed up, and they're like, "Oh shit, it's this guy." And he kept disappearing, and it was like that kind of like cool, mysterious, like he's wearing like the fucking suit, and he had the cane, and then he put on his armor, and he's still, I forgot the actor's name, but he's still that guy with the armor. You can see his little mustache. And you're like, he's not intimidating at all. And then she
Little
just like
mustache.
God modes him, and he's the god of war, and she just fucking like, oh hey, lightning, dead. That's it.
Excellent.
That's the end of the movie.
He doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily die. But
Well,
then again,
he
she got pretty fucked before. She's like, oh hey, guess what? I'm actually the ultimate weapon. Ha!
Yeah. Ha,
Plot
it's not
twist.
my sword, it's me.
My
Okay,
sword was a
but-
fake.
Okay, that part was kind of. But let's go back to 84, because that movie.
Okay, 84, in my opinion, the first half was okay. I was kind of, when I found out they were bringing back Chris Pine, like, okay, it's going to be a flashback. Another, oh, no, it's going to actually be in the movie. Oh, okay, so that's just going to happen. I mean, I thought the overall plot line was interesting, but, like, they chose the wrong relic. Or, like, I guess, like,
See-
main thing to focus on.
I like the idea of the relics being made by like a trickster god. Whenever I was telling Kyle about this, whenever she picked up the thing and saw the writing and she dropped it and was like terrified, I was like, oh, that's sick. Because that was such a cool moment. She was like instantly terrified. She's a god basically in her own right. And she was terrified of this thing. And I was like, oh, that's super cool. And then immediately after it started getting into more bullshit.
I mean, it's basically a magic lamp. Let's be honest. Like, it's
Yeah.
literally probably just a magic lamp. Like, it literally, you can get wishes, but the wishes have consequences.
It's only one
There wasn't
wish.
much drawback
It's one
to
wish.
it either.
Well, it's one wish, but until you wish for unlimited wishes, like the fucking villain
Yeah.
did.
Well,
Yeah,
I
he
mean-
basically is like, I want to become you to make my own wishes.
I mean, she didn't really be drawback though. Like she was literally losing her powers the longer Trey was there, she was getting weaker. So she was a god first, but the longer he was there, the more power he lost. So there was a drawback for her. But for Cheetah's character, like, oh no, she just became more of a bad bitch. Like the more
Yeah.
her wish was there, like the more badass she got. I'm like, okay, like there was no drawback for you. Just the fact, besides the fact you're becoming.
Well, she lost her
Asshole.
she lost her humanity. She became like a monster. And, like,
Well, that was her second wish. She had 2 wishes. Maxwell Lord gave her another wish, and that's what.
Well, no,
happened
she
with that.
she said she wanted to be an apex predator, but then he goes, I give her your power. That's all he said. He didn't say, I
Still-
turn her into an apex predator.
He still gave her.
But, so why the fuck did she get furry?
Because people are into that these days. You know what I'm saying?
comic books. I don't know. I don't know. It's comic book stuff. I'm assuming that was like the goal of it.
Okay, I had an issue because the beginning of the movie felt like it dragged on for like an hour because they had two beginnings. They had her going through a flashback. No, sorry, they had the mall scene.
What was the fucking point of like the flashback scene? Can we just talk
cheaters
about, like,
never prosper kind of bullshit?
But what does that have to do with the rest of the movie?
Nothing. They're saying because the main point was like you can't take the shortcut through life because she did that little slide thing.
They didn't even flash back to it like again after.
No, they never did. They're like you would think like while she's like doing the little speech thing, they would have flashed back to it and like showing her losing and how she felt, and then go back to it. That would have made more sense. But they're like flashback, it's done. Also, here's a mall scene where she's just swinging around.
I did also like
Spider-Man.
I did also think the CGI was really poor. Like I understood they were trying to go for an 80s vibe, but if they were going to go for the 80s vibe, they should have went ahead and went with like more,
they should have stuck with it.
They should have went with more practical effects, all that stuff. If they wanted to go for a full 80s style movie, they should have went that route instead of going with like this heavy, really bad CGI that actually doesn't look good on TV. Like it may look good in the movies, but when we were watching it on my TV, like at my parents' house, it was not good. Like you could obviously see it was like green screen.
Yeah,
it was bad.
But she was. Dude, I can't get over this mall scene. She was literally swinging around. These guys, she could flick them in the nose and they die.
Yeah,
and she's swinging around, bumping into them with the rope and throwing them around with the rope, and like getting into these stupid situations with the rope. She kept using the rope, the lasso, over and over again. I'm like, just. Also, they're gone.
Side note, isn't she supposed to be like in hiding this entire time? Like, isn't she? And she's over there in full costume. Like, isn't she supposed to be hidden? Like from like was it Batman versus? Was it Justice League? First Justice League?
Batman versus Superman.
I've been hiding this whole time.
Yeah. Well, they talk about it in there, but he's like, "Oh, it's that wasn't." He saw the picture from like 1945, and that was the only proof that he had of her. I was like, "What about the fucking 80s?"
Where people all the pictures were available and like people were all over.
She was literally the voice of the world at some point. She was talking to everyone in the world.
Good at like this damage, like destroying all the security cameras too at the same time. But even then, like had already seen her, so it's kind of redundant. They're like, "Hey, guess what? I'm here."
Like a whole mall of people saw her fighting these guys, and they're just gonna be like, "Oh no, we'll forget about that."
I don't know.
Well, I mean, she was going everywhere with her fucking little lasso. When it actually she can fucking fly.
Another thing I saw, somebody goes, "Why did Trevor show up in another guy's body?"
Well, that's supposed to be like the wish because it's a soul, because you can't actually bring him back from the dead as like a zombie because his body would have decomposed and stuff.
It's also
like they brought the soul back.
But like all the other shit that was happening, they literally killed somebody. They erected these giant walls. They did all this shit. They gave what's her name superpowers and turned her into an animal. But they're like, "Hey, we're gonna take over this random dude who has terrible style, and then that's gonna be his."
This sounds stupid, but I think the entire reason they did that was to introduce a new character for another movie. Like
that actually makes the most sense. That's a good point, Kyle. Sorry about that.
Well, because even at the end of the movie, like if you haven't understood this by now, fucking spoiler warning. We're gonna talk about this fucking movie all the way through because we were talking about why we did not like it. So, spoiler warning. Basically,
we already went through half the shit. But, by the way, spoiler warning.
We're a little early on this one. Anyways, like another thing is why like the end. It's like okay, you get to see him one more time. Okay, I guess like that's fine, but like that's obviously not the person.
They still fuck.
I mean, they do fuck.
Like they still fuck.
But he doesn't remember.
But it's some other guy's.
Oh my god, it's some other dude. It's like ghost sex.
Oh, stop.
She basically
had ghost sex.
Magically roofied that guy and put her image of her ex-boyfriend into that guy.
Yeah, honestly, if you really want to break it down, it's pretty much what happened.
That's called magic, guys.
That dude doesn't remember.
It's called rape. I mean, I'm sure if he opened up his eyes and he saw her, he'd be like, "Well, okay," but like,
I mean, I would.
I mean,
technically rape.
Anyways.
Okay, but I'm sorry. This movie is so bad.
There's just a lot of plot holes you could find. There's a lot that as a whole just was not a well thought out movie. Is it something you can watch like with your family? Sure, but there's just better movies out there, especially better DC movies. Not by much.
If I was ever going to watch this movie again, I'd play it and throw it onto the background and then go talk to people.
That's what
Just
I
have something, some noise.
Yeah.
But even then, I'd rather fucking put The Office or something. I know, Chris, you haven't seen The Office. I know, I hate you, but
So weird.
No, but like the reshoots that they did for it also made it worse than it actually better because they reshot the ending. The ending was supposed to be something completely different. Like the final fight between Cheetah and Wonder Woman was complete and total. It was disappointing.
it was ass. She
Like,
just
it was so bad.
She just stood there and was like, "Oh no, she's ripping off the metal. Let me open up my wings, throw her in the water, and tase her."
Yeah, the armor was pointless too, in my opinion. Like, why did you need the armor when you can just fucking fly? Like, why did you not just fucking fly and fight Cheetah on with your regular fucking? Why did you need the armor? Also,
Her
like,
learning how to fly with the lasso was stupid too.
yeah, that was kind of dumb. Lay down. Okay, hold on.
Why was that
I
a
don't
thing?
I don't know. Anyways, also the invisible like plane scene is also not very good. It just reminded me of the invisible boatmobile.
Yeah, she's like, I've been trying to figure out how to make this, how my father turned this whole island invisible. Why did she do that ever again?
Yeah,
That's a good point too. Sorry,
Like,
But
she
yeah,
could literally make an invisible sword and then go kill like an enemy, and they would have no idea how they died.
I can
it's
tell
an
you right
invisible
now.
sword.
I know why. Ready? Because of Fate. That's copyrighted by Fate.
and plot.
Like, yeah, because the plot wouldn't allow it. And Fate, like the anime series.
Yeah, King
I
Arthur.
never
Yeah,
seen
what?
Dude, I'm sorry.
Don't you be
No.
surprised that we didn't watch it like a very like niche anime? The
It's
fuck?
You know, a lot of people haven't seen Fate, actually. Fuck you.
Most people I know have seen Fate on the labor shit like that. But I'm surprised, Mister.
You don't know anybody, Chris. Look at you. You're in a dark room, and there's your dog.
My
So-
dog wanted to go outside. So
So to be honest,
It's
though,
just
guys,
I'm
you.
alone.
so to be honest with us guys, like will main DC movies like that have to do with the main storyline always suck? Like
Well, I mean, Wonder Woman was okay.
the first Wonder Woman was good.
First
Aquaman
Wonder
Man of
Woman
Steel was good.
wasn't
Man of Steel was
bad.
okay. I enjoyed
Aquaman.
Aquaman.
I liked Aquaman a lot,
It was
and then all
definitely
the Amber Heard stuff.
yeah. I mean, I don't
fuck
know.
Amber Heard.
I want to.
But she's gonna be in the next movie.
No.
They
No,
brought her
fuck
back for Aquaman 2.
No, fuck that. No, fuck
Oh, they
no.
did. They did it.
She's a
gonna be
terrible
in it.
individual.
I
Then
was
they-
not. I was surprised by how much I actually liked Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I was being iffy.
Jason
I was
Momoa's
worried he was
Aquaman.
gonna be like too edgy.
Yeah,
I
he's
liked
actually
him.
really. He was really funny.
Yeah.
He pulled a Chris Hemsworth though, but like
Yeah.
it actually kind of looks like Thor. Jason Momoa looks like Aquaman. And he was still going through a goth phase.
He still
Yeah.
he looks like cool Aquaman because there was a
Yeah.
time where Aquaman was a joke. Let's be honest. Like
He still is a joke, but for the DC universe and the actual movie, he's actually not a joke. But in the comic books, yeah, Aquaman, you make
and for the
you're
old
a
TV
fucking-
and the old cartoons also. he
Oh
was
my
kind of
god,
a-
Super Friends,
Dude,
yeah, Super
They-
Friends was also kind of a joke.
they do Aquaman dirty in every other thing besides when they make him super badass. If
He
it's not
makes-
badass,
Young
it's
Justice
just
too.
oh yeah, Young
He's
Justice.
actually really good at Young Justice.
Young
I'm talking
Justice is a
about-
good ass show.
Dude, Young Justice is great. I'm talking about like the actual Aquaman, not Aqualad being
Yeah,
Aquaman.
no. I like Aqualad though. He's cool.
They made him gay. I was surprised.
I mean, are you?
Fine.
Look,
They make
yeah, 'cause
everyone
he-
gay now. Kyle's gay.
No, but
Not
yeah,
true.
Kyle's gay.
Literally
wife
not
is-
true.
His wife is actually a facade. Like he
I
actually
knew
has a
it.
boyfriend.
Is that why Yvonne told me, "Hey, you want to meet my other boyfriend?"
I mean, I don't know what they're
Kyle's a
talking about,
cuck.
but even then, regardless, even if that was the case, it's 2021. Come on, guys, get it with the program. It is.
Kyle, I love you.
Okay.
If you're gay, I don't care. You're my best friend.
Well, I'm not, but all I'm saying is.
no, it's okay. You can be honest with us.
Anyways, regardless, we're gonna split over this one. So yeah, regardless with that though, like, do you have a favorite comic book movie? It can be DC or it can be Marvel. So I just think the Marvel Cinematic Universe is just far superior in terms of movies, TV shows. DC has it. DC's definitely got them on TV
Question.
shows.
Okay, they got good TV shows. Though.
Yeah,
Question.
Marvel has usually had shit TV shows. But go
You
ahead.
mean like solo comic movie or group comic book movie? Because I have both.
Yeah,
both.
I like the
actually.
Marvel
So,
Cinematic Universe for the most part.
Okay, someone else go first. I went first last time. I choose Spencer. You go first.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite because I really like comic movies in general. I just love them.
Mhm.
I mean, I like watching some of them because they're terrible. Like some of the Fantastic Four movies are great to watch, but they're not good movies. or like Ghost Rider.
Dude, Ghost Rider.
Oh,
Ghost Rider.
it,
The first Ghost Rider is cheesy, but it's fun. The second Ghost Rider is ass.
yeah,
It's not even worth
yeah,
watching.
exactly.
Like it's
But
so
the
The
bad.
second Ghost Rider
Me and my
knows it's fucking
friends
bad. That's why I
Quote the
still
first
gotta
one
watch.
so much. We're like, fire, it's inside me.
Dude,
Like-
Nicolas Cage is in so many so bad they're good movies though. Like
He's
one of those
literally a national treasure.
yeah. He's one of those people that like.
He's also
for
in
some
National
reason-
Treasure.
He also isn't that in 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
There's only two,
There's-
not three.
I think there's
Kyle.
only
What the
two.
fuck?
I'm pretty sure this is
God.
the third one.
I bet you
I'm
50
Googling.
bucks.
I don't have $50 to give you, Chris.
Yes, you do.
Let me look. hold on.
if I did,
We're gonna see this real quick. National Treasure 3. That it is in
No.
fact a film.
No.
Why National Treasure 3 never happened, but you did.
Yeah, that's exactly the first thing that I saw. National Treasure 3 in the works with Bad Boys for Life. That
Okay.
was in January 17th.
I'll count that.
That
The one-
works.
The one that never was, regardless. Okay, I was wrong. But National Treasure
There's
1 and
literally
2.
a cassette.
National
the people
Treasure
from
50 bucks.
National Treasure 1 is better than National Treasure 2.
Yeah.
There's
I don't
not
mind
many-
National Treasure 2.
Not minding it is not the same as I don't really care for it. Like it's not that I dislike National Treasure 2. National Treasure 1 is just better by like a lot.
Yeah. I
It's a
think
better
2
movie.
they were really reaching when they were like, we found the city of gold.
Yeah,
Like,
that was that
honestly,
That
actually.
was
yeah.
they were reaching with that one. And then the main villain sacrificed himself by pushing open this thing, which he probably could have got out if they were smart enough, but they weren't. All of them were just like, oh, he sacrificed himself, he's drowned in the thing. And then they went back to the tunnels and they're like, nobody questioned if they found a dead body or anything.
So whatever, it's fine.
I would.
Yeah. It's a city of gold. Fuck it. Just throw the body out.
But can
We're
we all
used to
agree that there's certain series, TV, like movie series that have like no bad movies minus like one? Like Die Hard, for example. The first three are amazing. The fourth one's okay, but like the last one is definitely bad. Same with Terminator. Terminator, the first two are amazing. Third one's watchable.
Oh my god. Dude. I think up
Salvation
until
is
Christian
okay.
Bale.
Yeah.
Up until the one with Christian Bale, everything. I like the one with Christian Bale, actually. I like that one.
Is that the
but-
Terminator, the one
Big
that was
one.
like a separate like it was like during like the Future Wars kind of thing? Where they were already-
yeah, that was.
Yeah.
That's, I think that's Darth Fate, right? Is that not Darth Fate?
It's like 2 before. It's just the random one where they're like in an apocalyptic like Mad Max
Oh,
universe.
okay.
I
Oh, so
forget
they're
the
like-
name of it, but it's
They
when
were
they
like in
first
the current timeline.
yeah, it's when
Current.
they first reintroduce Arnold Schwarzenegger as like a CGI character before they bring him back like fully into the movie,
Is-
but he's a CGI
yeah.
character for a small.
That
piece
was the
of
one
it.
with Christian Bale, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
that's
a good one.
Salvation. That's
Yeah.
actually really good.
Yeah, I like that one because it was like they were exploring the concept of being in the actual war.
Yeah, I
And,
like the
like-
take on that. It was pretty cool.
I mean, I thought Genesis was okay as well, even though it's got really bad reviews, but it was different. You have J.K. Simmons in it. Arnold Schwarzenegger comes back. You have
Yeah.
Daenerys, and you have some other dude. But like, I thought it was okay, but the story was definitely weird. Dark Fate is good, but
Mhm.
it pulls a Halloween. When I say Halloween, I mean it pulls a new Halloween where it kind of just cancels out the entire like storyline after Terminator 2.
Sometimes
Like,
I think that's better because then you have more room to work with. Because sometimes like with for instance with the Halloween series, it just got so convoluted
Mm-hmm.
and ridiculous after a while that they needed it. They needed to restart. I still think like part 2 is really good, and I like the original Halloween for part 2, and I think they could have kept up with that. But I'm okay with them being like, oh yeah, they're not actually brother and sister. He's just fucking crazy. Let's
Like
make
me.
it happen. Like I'm
Is
okay
this-
with that.
Wait, sorry. I didn't know which one Dark Fate was. Is this the one where it was like the girl Terminator
Yeah.
and they had that horrible CGI in the trailer?
Yep. That's that one.
Oh, God.
It's,
Dude, it looks
It's-
so bad.
It's better than 3 in Genesis. I'll say that, but Salvation is better as well. I thought they should have kept going with Salvation, but anyway, Spencer, your favorite Marvel movie? We did it
Or
again.
DC movie.
I don't know.
Favorite
If I
comic
have, like I
movie?
said,
Don't say Howard the
think-
Duck.
Just say
No.
Spawn.
Spawn. No. Fuck, man. I don't
Spawn
know.
is also like it's such a guilty pleasure. That's also ass, but like
I'm like trying to think. Hold up.
Don't tell Cody that, Cal. He'll fucking fight you.
I'll tell him anyway.
Nah, dude.
I definitely know it's not the DC movies. I love the DC movies, like the Christian Bale, Batman movies.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they're
Fantastic.
so good.
They
So
are really
good.
good. Yeah.
Like,
the
I-
whole
Even the last one, people were like questioned like if it was actually good. I'm like, fuck yeah, it was
No,
good.
the whole Dark
fucking
the whole
Knight
Dark
Rises
Knight
is
series.
amazing.
the whole Dark Knight series was good. Like in my opinion, like from the first one with Scarecrow, past like
Okay.
up to Bane.
And Ra's al Ghul. Don't forget about Ra's al Ghul, Kyle.
Raj.
Afton. Fuck off.
Captain America: Winter Soldier is actually my favorite Marvel movie.
See, Winter Soldier is like not my personal favorite.
Bro,
I
it is my favorite.
it's action packed like the whole time. It's like an action.
Okay,
movie.
so I think the reason why it's my favorite is because I was also watching Agents of Shield at the same time, and
it ties in.
they tied in, but they tied in such a good ass way. Like they were literally like all normal, and then they announced like the Hydra thing, and it switched, and you're like, who the fuck is in Hydra and who isn't? It was crazy because there was a main character who turned out to be in Hydra, and it was like, oh fuck.
Interesting.
Yeah, that guy. I forgot about that guy. That guy
Yeah.
never fucking dies. He's like he just stays
Dude,
around.
He's like the Terminator. He keeps fucking coming back.
I
But
think
dude,
they
it was-
finally killed him off in season 4, or was it 3?
They have a lot of seasons. I think they're on season 7.
I
Yeah.
haven't watched.
To
But,
be
yeah.
honest, though, yeah, but
was
out
my
of favorite
favorite.
comic book movies, we were just talking about how like shit DC's been lately. But honestly, my favorite movies for comic books have come from DC. Like I really like the Dark Knight series, and I
Mhm.
really enjoyed the most recent Joker. Like Joaquin
Yeah.
Phoenix was
Oh,
an
yeah.
awesome Joker, in my opinion. Like I thought it was such a cool Joker, based in reality.
Yeah, I like that take on it. I don't think he would work in the Batman
Main-
universe.
No,
or
but
any.
I think as a standalone,
Yeah.
like he's a good Joker, and I think he's one of the better Jokers. I mean, he's certainly better than some.
Don't say Jack Nicholson.
No, Jack
He's a
Nicholson's
top
awesome.
tier.
Jack
Top
Nicholson
tier
is like,
Joker.
Jack Nicholson is comic book accurate, and that's the cool
Yeah.
thing. Like he's super.
Mark Hamill.
I just watched that movie like a couple days ago, and I was like, I
Okay.
love this shit.
Jared Leto. We were talking about Jared. Jared Leto is not a great
Dude,
Joker.
There's,
Granted,
I-
he didn't get a chance to really show his
See,
like stuff.
and that's
I
my
think he
whole
could have done
point.
it better. There was a lot of
thought it
stuff
was
cut from
okay.
Suicide Squad. I think that's what they said.
I mean, that's why they're doing a whole new one.
Like that's his laugh. Like I'm talking about. Like
Sorry, it's just when you started doing it, I was kind of looking around. I was
I
like,
thought you were dying.
I thought somebody was
No,
calling for me. I was like, Dad?
no, I was doing Jared Leto's Joker laugh.
See, I didn't mind Jared Leto because like they made him this weird ass super gangster kind of like Joker. And that's
I think
not what
it
Joker
fits-
actually
well,
is.
I
It
think
fits with
they cut
Suicide
it.
Squad, like that whole vibe. It fits with that.
But Suicide Squad was not a great movie.
It's,
No.
Okay,
you can
Suicide
watch
Squad, halfway through it,
It's
like
a
I think
fun
up,
movie. I think it's
I think up
fun.
until they start getting more closer to the main antagonist, like closer to fighting them, is when the
Mhm.
movie dips.
Mhm.
But like up until that point, you're like, okay, this is fun. Then you see like Deadshot doing that like crazy battle thing, and it was like, oh shit, I love Will Smith. But then
Yeah, Margot Robbie and Will Smith definitely say that. Also, in Jay Courtney too, the guy like that Boomerang. Yeah, they say that movie like the Enchantress and fucking Diablo. I was just like, that was
Dude.
like a really big overreach.
Remember
damn.
when Katana shows up? Her blade can suck in the souls of her victims.
Oh, that's right. And also, who is it? Scott Eastwood? Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like he definitely overplayed his character.
I like
was
that
like-
guy, but
he was
his
like-
character was not good.
Dude, he
Regardless,
was like, I'm gonna be my dad right now, guys. I'm dirty. What's it, Dirty Harry? Oh, I'm so Dirty
Yeah.
Harry.
regardless,
Dirty
Yeah.
Harry.
Suicide Squad, like the next movie that's coming out, looks to be like it's gonna
Okay.
be promising. It looks like
I-
it's got some potential. Everyone's gonna probably die, but it looks like it's gonna
Oh,
be
yeah.
fun. It looks like it's gonna be
Except
fun
for-
to watch.
Harley Quinn, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone,
Squad.
God, Chris, calm down. We can see your
Sorry.
boner. We know how big
you
it
only
is.
see my face.
I can see something smacking the back wall.
Also, let's not sleep on Deadpool.
That's my tell.
Deadpool's getting an R rating for their next movie. That's gonna
Yeah.
be fun.
That's actually
Oh, man.
surprising that they're still getting the R rating.
Even
Well, I
with
mean-
Disney running it in
Yeah.
the background to like.
Well, I think Ryan Reynolds is now being what producer, executive
Hmm.
producer now.
I think, yeah, he's a part of it.
Mhm.
Well, I mean,
And he-
it's his movie. He is so proud of this movie or this series.
It's better than Green Lantern. Jesus fucking.
I mean,
Hold
okay,
up.
to be
Green
honest,
Lantern is a
he
national
did-
treasure.
Dude, honestly, Brian Reynolds did a great Hal Jordan. It's not his fault the movie fucking tanked because the fucking story or writing was just bad. Like he
The
was a
writing
good
was-
Hal Jordan.
the CGI was not great, but at the same time, I will still watch that movie. Again.
Honestly, yeah. The
I
CGI
would.
was
I like
bad.
if it's on TV, I'll sit there and be like, Green Lantern. I'll just kick back and watch it.
Green
I'll be like,
Lantern. So, would you say it's a guilty pleasure for you?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
So your Green Lantern is what my Ghost Rider is. Like
I mean, I've watched Ghost
I also
Rider.
have Ghost Rider too. Yeah. I have a lot
not
of
Ghost
guilty
Rider
pleasures.
2, Ghost Rider.
No, he said Ghost Rider as well, Kyle.
Yeah, as well.
This
Anyways,
is my turn.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is my
Chris.
favorite movie.
Oh yeah. What is your favorite movies?
I have 2
Oh, special boy.
because I'm a special boy, guys.
Ghost Rider 2 and Batman versus Superman.
Bad Boy Sluts 9. No, I'm gonna say my favorite. Like, hold on, give me a second.
Logan's also great. Side note.
Oh, I was
Logan is
thinking,
good.
God damn it.
I forget about
No,
Logan.
I do
That's
too
so
because it
many
makes. I
movies.
don't like watching. Anywho, favorite solo
Makes him
movie.
cry.
I will cry, Logan. Fuck you, I don't care. Takes a man to cry, Logan. Favorite solo movie is Thor Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok's great.
Dude,
Great
it's so
film.
fucking. I love how they.
Is that technically a solo though? Because Hulk's in
It is. I mean, also really gonna piss me off. Hulk hasn't had a solo movie since Edward Norton.
Yeah,
That was a good movie, actually. I like that
actually
movie a
is.
lot. It's a solid one.
they just
But
thought
like,
they were
yeah,
gonna.
there's no. There hasn't been a Mark Ruffalo Hulk solo movie, and I'm like,
They just really
the
thought they were
actual
gonna
fuck.
sneak Mark Ruffalo in and no one would notice. Like,
I know, dude.
I
they
totally
literally
noticed.
threw him into the new Avengers, the first Avengers movie, and they're like, "Deal with it."
They're like, hey, bro,
Literally.
like, you want to be a Miss Superior? Yeah, I do. Like, here you go. What are we doing? Avengers. Junior, Downey Jr., Evans, and Hemsworth. What?
He-
Have fun.
He probably walked on set and was just baffled because he's one of those people that sees other celebrities and he's like, "Oh my god, it's that guy!" And
Dude, he does that. It's fucking hilarious.
that's what Tom
Because
Holland is too.
That's true.
I-
Tom Holland's
Tom-
also like fucking like 22 years old, right?
Yeah, he's a young guy.
I feel like I could just cuddle Tom Holland. He's just a baby, just a lad. Chris, you know you want to. Come here. We'll all get in on this without Kyle.
warm
It's
hugs.
too much. There's too much.
You're
Too
gonna
much
lock
mush
it
on
up.
there.
Only if I'm the big spoon.
No, I'm sorry. You got to be right in the middle of us.
Yeah,
No, fuck you.
but any
Okay, so yeah.
any comic book movies you're looking forward to in the future?
Hold on. Second
Well,
movie.
Mm,
Second
Endgame.
movie.
Okay.
Endgame. I gotta say Endgame. I'm pretty sure.
Endgame
it's
is great.
okay, Endgame is great.
amazing. It's either no, actually, it's probably a tie for Avengers 1 and Endgame. They're both good movies.
Avengers one
Um,
was so fun.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was amazing, and I love how they wrote. Like they did it the right way.
Hmm.
I think. Sorry, what was it? God damn it! I forgot what I was going to say.
Penis.
Yes. No. So WandaVision just came out. They're on their 3rd episode right now.
Is it good?
I'm letting
Yeah,
it finish.
I like it.
I'm letting it
It-
finish so that way I could watch it all the way through.
Okay.
Because I've heard it's one of
So-
those things you got to binge.
Okay, so watching it, the beginning, it's like 30 minutes. Each episode 30 minutes. They're starting off. It's a 50s kind of show. So
Mhm.
as you're watching, it literally looks like a 50s show, but there's things that are wrong. Like it's off. There's something going on, but you don't really understand. Like as you watch a show, you start learning more, but you still know nothing. I'm on the 3rd episode. I just finished 3rd episode with Amanda.
Are you
and
happy with
no-
it? Like, do you like it so far?
I like it. I want to know more. Like I want to see like what's going to happen because they're slowly throwing in things and it's like, wait, what? And then they're like, oh, back to this happy-go-lucky 50 show, and you're like, hold up, what just happened? Kind of thing.
Did
Yes,
you raise your
Christopher?
hand?
Mr. Bowen. Yes,
Thank you, Professor Spencer.
you know my last name.
I'm gonna fuck it up. I'm gonna say it right now.
Thank you.
So they're supposed to tie in Loki with it too. So like, are you like seeing like hints of like Loki being in there?
Nothing yet. They are supposed to also tie in the new Doctor Strange movie, Multiverse of Madness.
I feel like that's gonna
Which-
be really good.
Scarlet Witch is going to be in. So
I also think they're gonna put the Hulk in that movie too.
maybe there's a theory running. So there's going to be the new Spider-Man movie, which is supposed to have Doctor Strange in it. It's supposed to be the new Doctor Strange movie. It's supposed to have Scarlet Witch in it, and then there's WandaVision that has Wanda in it, Scarlet Witch. And
And
so
then
what they're
there's
saying,
Thor with
yeah,
you know.
we'll get to that. One sec. So, Christopher,
like
they're
that.
saying Wanda did something, and so now she's in this weird reality, and so she tore the multiverse up. So Doctor Strange and her are going to have to go on this cosmic adventure to try and fix it. But also, while that's happening, the Spider-Man movie's happening, where all the other Spider-Mans are coming in, like Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield,
This
and
would be
all the
so
other
fun, dude.
dude. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
Okay,
very
that's all I got.
excited. I'm very excited. I think it's gonna be really
Yes,
interesting.
I'm done.
Well,
Like, I mean, honestly, like, I'm looking forward to that one very much to be completely honest. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like I really hope they find a new Miles Morales. Like I hope they add a Miles Morales in there. To be complete,
Yeah,
just
they
just
haven't
up
yet.
front, they haven't picked one yet. I don't know if they've actually, or at least they haven't greenlit one yet.
Yeah.
That's been actually shown to the public. But
Sweet Michael B. Jordan.
I would like, God no,
He's too
you
old.
can't have a Michael.
He's too old.
He's been in 3 Marvel movies. Why not?
There's some
Oh, that
strong
too.
potential though. I mean, because you can. I mean, there's some potential out there for like a good Miles Morales.
Well,
Like-
Childish Gambino is supposed to be that guy's uncle in this existing Spider-Man, but he's supposed to be the Prowler, which is a Spider-Man villain. But he's not Miles.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, that's who he is in the Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh, they're probably gonna put him in as the Prowler for this new Spider-Man movie. That's probably what they're gonna do.
Maybe. I know he loves Spider-Man, so like if he got in there, that'd be cool. But he at the end of Spider-Man Homecoming, he's on the phone call because he got like spiderweb to the trunk of his car, and so he called him. He's like, "Hey, Miles, I'm not going to be able to make it."
Is that
That's
an
the scene.
actual thing?
That's the thing. Yeah, he literally
What?
says, "Hey, Miles, I'm not going to be able to make it."
Which I would be really excited to see an actual Miles Morales like within this new movie that they're going to be making.
Yeah.
I mean, it still could be Charles Gambino because he did audition to be a Peter Parker, and he was close to getting it, but they gave it to Tom Holland instead.
I still think he's too old. Like I think you have to have a really young guy for Miles Morales.
He's like what? He's like a little bit older than us now, right?
Yeah,
I think so. But I mean, they're gonna put Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in the next one. But I'm pretty sure Andrew Garfield's gonna be the depressed Spider-Man from like. So he'd be like Peter B. Parker. And they'd have
Peter B. Parker with his sweatpants.
I was wrong, guys. Childish Gambino is 37.
That's what I'm saying. He's almost 40. He's too old. Like,
so they're close to Patrick's age. Nice.
If only he was here to feel that pain.
We'll record this. We'll specific for Patrick. Just cut this right here.
We are recording
this
this as in this is a podcast.
Okay, well, we'll cut this part out and put it into our group chat. Sorry, people that are listening. We're dumb. I'm dumb. Only me. Everyone's smart.
That's not true.
That's fact. No. Just Chris.
Anyways, yeah, no. So that's like kind of our take on everything. Any movies you guys are looking forward to in the near future besides the Spider-Man movie? Anything exciting that like is in the radar?
Right now they're just cuts. Yes.
Zack Snyder cuts will be fun to watch.
Excited for that.
Yeah.
Godzilla versus King Kong.
We will talk about that. We will talk about that. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We're gonna save that really quick. So let's go ahead and go into.
How about you?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I
already went. I'm excited for the new Spider-Man movie. Regardless.
Okay.
Anyways, we're gonna go into our BAMF of the week. Actually, our badass motherfucker of the week. So that's actually gonna be like people that bring any idea. So for people who don't understand what BAMF of the week is, these are gonna be user based. So if you have somebody that you want to nominate for BAMF of the week, you can go ahead and do that at the Weekly Podcast or at It's That Guy Kyle or at Danny_G951. So just feel free to reach out to us if you have a BAMF of the week. We'll let you know. So this one was actually given by my wife. She wanted to showcase this. So the BAMF of the week goes to Kamala Harris for becoming the first woman vice president, as well as the first POC VP. Although we may disagree with the politics, whether you do or not is not up to me. I don't really care. This was a big moment for like people's daughters everywhere. So like it's actually a real thing now. Like people's daughters can actually say like, oh yeah, I can be president one day. That's pretty cool in my opinion. Like, and it really doesn't matter like the skin color at this point. Like at this point, like she's like, regardless if you agree with her or not, she's made it able so that way people can be like, oh, I can be president. Like girls can be, oh, I'll be president one day. Make it a realistic thing. So that's one of them. The other one is from the actual inauguration. That's going to go to Garth Brooks. So the first thing calls him BAMF of the week. Garth Brooks, instead of showing up in a suit and tie like most people would for a political inauguration, he showed up in jeans, boots, and a cowboy hat, which is fucking awesome. Garth Brooks.
Is that what he normally wears?
That's exactly what he normally wears. It did not change at all. So
sorry.
Garth Brooks also saw all of the presidents, and he actually ran to every single one of them.
All of them?
Like all the former presidents. So he went to the Clinton.
George Washington. So all of them.
maybe in his heart, and soul. But he did go up to the Clintons. He went up to the Obamas. He went up to the Bushes, and he just went and hugged everybody.
Love Bush.
He like literally ran around and hugged everybody. Now he wasn't wearing a mask, so did he give everyone COVID? I don't know, probably.
We're all gonna die.
But
Not
to
all
me,
of us, just the presidents.
I just think it's really, I just thought it was really cool that he just like personally like, went out there and kind of just like said, fuck it. I don't really care about party. I'm going to go and say hi to everybody because they're fucking cool. They were all presidents once. So that's neat. And like first ladies and stuff. So yeah, no, those are our BAMFs of the week. Like I said, if you want to nominate BAMF of the week and you didn't agree with what we thought of, fucking send us a recommendation of who you think would be BAMF of the week. That would be great. We'd very much appreciate that.
Christopher Bowen.
Yes.
On to topic 3, which I like talking about. This is
Oh
so
God,
stupid.
what is
fuck?
it? Well, Chris, technically, we've all dated someone's daughter before,
I forget.
unless you're gay, then you
I
dated someone's son.
forget. I forget.
Oh, is that what you said? I think you said unless you're gay. I was like, well, I mean, technically, yes, you could be dating someone's son.
No, he was like, I forget.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Well, Yvonne is technically someone's daughter.
Yeah.
And is
so
technically
is
someone's daughter. Where's your someone's daughter, Chris?
My hand.
what?
Surgically attached. Never mind.
Searching. What?
What? I'm
Human centipede?
Frankenstein.
He
Ew.
took someone's hand and put it on his own, and now every time he says
My
something
red
dumb, it
hand
slaps
is a
him.
girl.
The hand just slaps him. As soon my right hand is like,
Hello, stop talking.
shut up.
I like
I'm just
it.
trying to say. Your hand gets jealous anytime you talk to a female.
There should be a comic book.
You know,
God.
With today's day and age, I think the right hand would sell as a comic or a
Just
manga.
a super feminist like right hand from
Yeah.
like the dead body of like this like ultra feminist person who dies. She gets hit by a taxi or something.
And like the guy
that-
just need a donation hand.
It's like what
One
happened.
hand.
He gets his donation handed like every single time, and he's just this dirt bag. Like he can just be
Yeah.
this complete
But
dirt
he
bag.
can no
individual.
longer masturbate either. He's like, yep, use my left hand now. So,
He goes to
It's
do
not-
it
it's
and the
not as
nails
fun.
come out.
She just-
oh god, it spots
Or
that claws.
He's like, you know what? I'm going to use my other hand. And the other hand grabs the one hand. It's like, no.
just
You know what?
punches-
I'm gonna
punches it in,
use-
like the wrist.
the couch. That works sometimes.
Be a
And
funny.
then you
slice.
see the couch gets pushed. And like,
Honestly,
Chris, why do you always drink when I'm trying to make jokes?
Why do you always make jokes when I'm trying to drink?
for comedic effect, duh. So we could spit it out like.
I don't spit things out, guys. Moving on.
I'm out. I'm out.
You know, finish it, Chris. You don't
And I'm
spit,
back.
You don't spit, Chris. You what?
I don't recall.
Gargle. He gargles.
Anyways,
Tell me if you guys can
I
hear my
forgot.
fan.
no, I
I
can't
just
hear
turned
it.
it on.
Anyways, on to topic number 3: adult cartoons and why they're fucking awesome.
What
So
does that
Chris,
mean?
wait,
I'm a-
Chris is
I'm a-
thinking something dirty. Not
no.
porn.
not porn,
Not hentai?
not hentai. No, I'm thinking
Sorry.
more adult animation. So like adult animation has actually made big strides, especially in the past like 20 years. I mean, The
Rick and Morty.
Simpsons for the longest time, it was really in terms of mainstream adult comedies, it was The Simpsons, Family Guy, and South Park. Now there's just so much more, and honestly, there's a lot of them that are just so much better than any of the 3. Personally, I have some personal favorites, and if you guys have personal favorites as
Of course
well
you do.
that you would recommend, like mention them. Some of my personal
Kyle's
favorites is
favorite.
definitely.
SpongeBob.
It's not an adult cartoon. We'll get to that.
Unless you
Give me
make
a
it.
second. Yeah. Anyways, we'll get to it. So my personal favorite cartoons in terms of adult animation, that's gonna go to BoJack Horseman. I think BoJack Horseman is fucking awesome. There is
Haven't
literally
seen
so you need to watch it. It's so good. It's literally we talk about our friend Patrick on this podcast. So Patrick is literally BoJack Horseman. If you've ever seen BoJack Horseman, that's who he is as a person.
He drinks a lot.
And he's really sad.
He's also Asian.
I don't
I'm
know if
also
Bojack's
Asian.
Bojack's a horse. Anyways,
Does that mean Kyle?
I mean, he's
Asian
literally
horse.
he's literally a horse.
He's the one that Zing Tao rides on.
I mean, honestly, you also have to give it to Primal. If you haven't seen Primal, it was done by Gennady Tartakovsky,
Dude.
the guys who did Dexter's Lab and Samurai Jack, and
I
it's
miss
fucking
Primal.
awesome.
I didn't get to actually watch it.
It's on HBO Max if you want to watch it.
I didn't remember my password.
Season 2's not up yet, but season 1's out there, and it's so cool. It's fucking brutal. It's bloody and it's intense, and there's not a word of dialogue in it, but it's fucking badass, and a lot of things die in it.
I think I
Primal's also
texted you
porn
when I
site.
saw the trailer for Primal. I think
Yeah.
I was like, "Have you seen this shit, Primal?" I think I texted you
Bro,
because
it's
I
so
remember
good.
I was like, "Dude, this shit looks like something that Kyle would love," and I
Oh,
was like, "This
so
looks so
fucking
cool! It comes out soon, cool!" And I'm gonna watch it. Never did.
Samurai Jack's last season was also amazing. Side note, on top of that, like as an adult animation, like it was super bloody,
Shut
super
up.
intense, action packed. Like it was really great.
Uh,
Any personal favorites from you guys?
Rick and Morty,
Rick and-
like that's like the now newest go to of like adult animation. I think you
People-
need to finish it because I think you would like it, Kyle. I think you would
Yeah.
enjoy it because there's a lot deeper meaning
Yeah,
besides all the stupid just farting in random places and
I
burping and
like the
throwing up.
fart.
I know, but there's deeper meaning besides farts. Chris. There's
Farts
a
are
lot
deep
of
as
there's a
speed.
lot. They deal with real people shit, and then they also go deal with like intergalactic space, time travel, interdimensional destruction of worlds and shit.
I mean, it seems like a fun time, and I really need to get into it because I actually haven't gotten a chance to watch through the whole thing of Rick and Morty. I've just seen like random episodes, and I've always enjoyed them when I watched them, but like it's just hard for me to get down and sit down and watch it. I should
Yeah.
watch it.
They're
Maybe
like
maybe I will one of these days.
Like maybe 20-minute episodes. I think you
I
could really just slide in a couple.
I could probably binge it, to be completely honest with you. I don't
Yeah.
think I
Slide in the
will.
DMs.
I
Like,
think I'm like season 4, maybe.
do you have any other go-tos that you like?
I mean, I know it's not exactly like an adult show, but we talk about regular show all the time. I think regular show
great.
is definitely not for kids.
No.
Ever is
Def-
never for kids, and I think that is more for like people that were our age.
Stoner college
Definitely.
kids.
Stoner college, like we don't exactly fit into that category.
Not anymore, but we were there.
Says you.
Chris, the 28-year-old stoner college kid.
I'm
It's-
26. Fuck you.
28-year-old stoner college kid.
Yeah, man. Like regular shoe, man. Yeah.
You guys want to go drink some soda? It's like,
You
it's
guys,
like
you guys
it's
want to
so
drink some
obvious.
Mad Dog? Let's get some Mad Dog 2020, guys. Let's do it.
Some Mad Dog.
I feel like you drink Mike's Hard. Like I need to go
Actually
drink some
don't.
Mike's. You guys want to go
I
drink
drink
Mike's
only
Hard and watch the
wine.
regular show?
Okay, I drank Mike's Hard when I was like literally like first discovering what the fuck alcohol was,
So when you were 3?
and I was like, it was literally no, I was 15. I mean, I was the legal limit
That Mike's Hard,
age.
that Mike's
I live in
Hard
Germany.
lemonade. No, that was Twisted Tea. The fucking meme that popped up a
Damn
couple
it.
weeks ago.
I
Twisted
love
Tea.
that meme.
Bro,
Dude,
it's
the
almost
Dave
as big of a
Matthews one
can.
is so good.
Dude, can you imagine smacking somebody and knocking him out with a fucking can? I mean, he didn't knock him out, but he definitely.
No. He got fucking knocked the fuck out. Like
That man
that's a
got
skinny
knocked
white
out.
boy.
Fuck out.
Like
Cri-
that guy that fucking smacked him was beefy. That guy got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that can like you can see the can exploding when he's fucking knocked. Like that guy
Right.
got knocked the fuck out.
Ah.
Like no, but he also fucking just fell down. He's like,
He gets back up and starts fighting him at the very end of it.
Does he?
but- yeah, he does.
Is there an actual like? Is there like
There's
a
a-
full
I-
video?
Yeah,
There's
more-
no coming-
more
knocked
to
the
it.
fuck out.
There's
I don't
more
think
to
there's
the
any
video.
coming back from getting smacked with a fucking tea and falling on the ground. You're covered in tea. You're all sticky, and you're like, "Oh, I'm a fight now." No, dude, sit down. You're done.
Have you not watched
canceled.
like gangbang porn? They're always all sticky to come back.
What? Anyways, Chris, do you happen to have some favorite adult animation that you've seen?
Chris, I
That's not.
just
That's not hentai.
tell us about your favorite hentai. Let's hear about it.
Actually,
Yeah,
don't
you-
have one. I'm not into that much.
I was
It's like
thinking.
surprising to me.
I'm surprised you haven't said something Metalocalypse or something. I feel like you would.
No, okay.
fucking-
I was gonna say Metalocalypse. I was gonna say Metalocalypse and F is for Family.
F is
and
for
then
Family is
honestly,
hilarious.
it's
And it's
so
so
fucking
under. It's
funny.
so under the radar. Bill Burr is hilarious, and
Dude,
like he does a
Bill
really
I
good
love
job
Bill
with,
Burr.
with yeah,
Season
F is for
3 of Young
Family.
Justice,
Yeah.
honestly, too. Because season 3 of Young
Oh.
Justice, it's very brutal. It's
That
very
shit's
brutal.
raw, dude. They get
It's- dude.
Is season 3
I-
considered like adult at that point? Does it move into like
no. I think it's more.
People die. People,
but-
there's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
People lose limbs. I saw like a trailer of it for like them fighting Lobo, and he loses
Yeah.
his fucking pinky. Like,
Mhm.
there's no way. And I watch like, holy fucking shit! Like,
Yeah,
there's
they
a lot of blood in it.
they
Interesting.
do kill people and like they get in it. But I mean, even like the original show, they still
still
did
kill
shit.
people.
Like
so they go towards like
yeah.
more of an anime route though, where it's like still
And it's-
bloody and
yeah.
kind of fighting, more fighting, but it's not really
Yeah.
necessarily an
Did-
adult show.
Static Shock joined Young Justice, right?
Let's
Yeah.
say Shaq now. Stag's now in Young
Yeah.
Justice. Yeah,
Oh,
That's cool.
Static Shock
he's different
joined the
now.
fucking crew. Yeah, he's different.
He's a little bit like kind of underpowered compared to like Static Shock, the actual like cartoon you watched it when we were growing up.
he was
That
kind
was
of
amazing.
yeah.
Static Shock's so good. Such an
Also-
underappreciated comic TV show too.
That's
on
very
top of
true. Also, you gotta
Same thing
appreciate
with
the fact
Shaolin
that
Showdown.
fucking. That's also true. You gotta appreciate the fact that they gotta play fucking Ezekiel pretty much focuses the entire like African American cast in Young Justice.
that. Does he really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
he
Black
does.
Cool.
Lightning, Aqua Lad.
Ezekiel from Walking Dead, right? Is what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
that guy.
Yeah.
I forget. I was reading his name.
I
Also,
don't
you
know
got
his
name. His name is Ezekiel.
Cyborg. No, the guy who's a cyborg in Teen Titans. It's the guy
Is it?
that voices
Yeah.
these guys. Yeah, this
I
guy
didn't
is
know that.
actually. He's a pretty impressive weapon truck. I'm gonna say, like, he's pretty. He's in a lot of cool shit.
Interesting.
Use that word.
I mean,
but that'd
honestly,
be F for Family, Middle Bliss for sure. I mean, honestly, Old Family Guy for sure.
old
Young
Family Guy
Justice.
is gold. New Family Guy
Yeah.
is garbage.
It's a hit or miss for me for you, Family Guy.
I think it's like every other episode is like okay.
Yeah,
I love the Brian and Stewie episodes. I mean, they haven't really fucked with them yet. So Brian and Stewie episodes are the best in the series. In my opinion.
those are hilarious.
That one where there was just Brian and Stewie locked up in that bank vault was so
super good.
I
Super
haven't seen that one. I
good.
don't think I've seen that one yet.
That's such a
It's
good
literally
episode.
just them in a bank vault. There's no cuts. There's no like in mid scenes or anything. It's just
Yeah.
them two talking and like
Would like
Talking.
Korra
That's
be
it.
considered adult animation? I mean, it's not like
Mm,
mature, but it's
Korra?
like no Korra.
Legend of Korra.
oh,
I wouldn't consider that
You know-
adult animation, but we're gonna get into some things like
I
in
consider
terms
it
of,
trash, but
Fuck you, Spencer.
we'll get into like some of like the ones that are like not necessarily that are teetering kind of on that cusp of that, because what my next topic was gonna be
Well,
is
real
if you could
quick,
make
last thing, Ed and Eddie. It's
Ed and
definitely
Eddie.
adult animation.
Yeah.
It's definitely adult animation. The last video windows.
it wasn't adult animation for the time.
Because we're dumb.
Because Animaniacs, you could if Ed and Eddie is Animaniacs, would also be adult
Yeah,
animation.
for
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
sure.
the
Like-
fucking the fingerprints thing will forever go down as like they definitely did that because they felt like it.
I mean,
like,
if
yeah,
you-
it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
If you've seen the new episodes, they're also pretty. They have a lot of adult themes in them, but like
I have not, but I need to.
it's so
I
good,
haven't
dude.
either.
It's real. It's like the same. It's like watching a new episode of Pinky, a new episode. Seeing Pinky and the Brain is a brand new episode, and seeing like new
Oh, yeah.
Animaniacs is just really
Like that.
refreshing.
Okay, so question. So how long was like the last episode of like that
Anime.
show?
Animaniacs.
And see an enemy. How long was the
And
show?
then the me-
And then- so like how long was it between like that episode, the last episode that happened like in the early 2000s, right? And now was it like 15
Yeah,
years?
It's been like 20 years, I think, something like that.
And it's
been a
still
long
the
time.
exact same.
Yeah, of course they upped some certain things, like they've added some like new and fresh jokes and a couple like things that are like relevant to like this time. But they even did like an episode because they started filming in 2018. So they didn't know how the 2020 election was going to go. So they made a song about the 2020 election and what could potentially
God.
happen. And it's really fucking funny and somewhat accurate. But there's just a lot that they do, and there's a lot of new songs in it and stuff like that. And there's some pretty good stuff. I mean, there's still stuff that they're missing that I think they're going to try to incorporate once they do the next season, because they didn't have Good Feathers, they didn't have Slappy Squirrel. Like there were certain ones that they were missing that were like good cartoons. Like I mean, Good Feathers is my favorite. Like the three pigeons. Like Pinky and the Brain was up there as my favorite. I loved Pinky. I thought Pinky was the funniest thing when I was a kid. And as an adult, I still think he's hilarious. Brain's funnier to me, but as an adult, I think Brain is funnier because he just fails at everything. But
Dude,
Regardless.
fucking Pinky and the Brain is me and Spencer.
yeah,
That's really what it is right now.
Why am I
Spencer-
brain? I'd rather
Spencer
be
is
Pinky
Brain,
at
I'm
this point.
Pinky. No, you're Pink. I'm Brain. You're Brain.
Oh.
I'm Pinky.
they do make a porn joke
You're
in
fucked.
Animaniacs actually in the Pinky and the Brain episode. They talk about
So-
how they've taken over the internet, and they're like,
Oh,
"Do you know
God.
what most people use the internet for, Pinky?" And he goes, "I think so,
Porn.
Brain, but I don't know if I could say."
Oh god,
This is what we need Cody for right here. Porn. You be like, internet is for porn.
internet is for porn.
Yeah, I mean, so pretty much like the comic style and the writing is pretty much the exact same.
It's the exact, yeah.
Oh,
They've
God.
got a new cast of writers in as well. They brought some of the original writers back, but all the cast, like the main cast, is the same original voice actors. I think everybody has reclaimed their role, so that's really really cool. So I mean,
It's really fucking cool.
it's really nice. Like so, I mean, Animaniacs is good. Recommend giving it a watch. But what I was going to mention is when I was telling you about Young Justice and like Korra and stuff is because hypothetically speaking, if you could make any kid's cartoon into an adult cartoon, what would it be and how would you do it?
Or for lesbian sex. Just kidding.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty on point for Chris.
Yeah. What would you do?
I'm not horny.
Spencer. Let's start with Spencer first.
So I re-asked the question because I got distracted by what the fuck Chris.
So if you could make any kid's cartoon into an adult animation, what would it be and how would you do it?
Oh,
Like, do you have a favorite thing that you could say, okay, that would be a great adult show, and this is how I would make it an adult show? So
I mean, I
That's
guess
a really good question.
I guess you could just kind of go off of like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
you could make Avatar really brutal if you want.
We've talked about like the blood bending and how fucking like dark that shit gets.
We
but
thought,
like,
yeah.
But in regular bending, you could murder somebody so quickly, like fucking ice bending, like where you just fucking impale somebody, and like that's it, dude. It's done.
Well, because
and
like, so Chris,
freeze
to
the
put
liquid in their body.
To put it in perspective, we thought of a potential like side adult animation version of like Avatar that's set in the like world of Korra, where they would be bloodbenders like out there, and there's like a PI, and he's not a bender, but he's like a detective, and he has to solve a bunch of murders, and he finds the murders are tied to like bloodbenders, and does like this just
so you're pretty much doing the season 1 of Korra.
Yeah.
Yes.
He didn't watch Korra.
I
You didn't watch Korra?
No, I watched like 4 episodes of Korra.
Dude, the season 1 of Korra.
But like, but it would be a detective.
They're bloodbenders.
Yeah, but it would be a detective with no.
But it's different.
It's different.
Okay.
It's a lot more brutal, and like it would be somebody who doesn't actually bend, not the Avatar. Like the
Like
Avatar
the serial killer.
Yeah, like
a detective against a serial. It's like Sherlock Holmes versus like Jack the Ripper kind of thing.
Kind of like that situation, but like for Avatar.
But yeah, okay, but it's more of a okay. It's pretty much the same thing as season 1 for Korra, but a lot more. I guess
bloody.
Dramatic.
It would be more dramatic, I think, and a little bit more bloody as well. I think it would be very bloody, actually.
Yeah, I was actually surprised.
I mean, technically, blood bending.
Incorporated blood.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, because they started doing, was it like they started just streaming on like YouTube or something like that.
But I mean, like people breaking, like I'm talking like people breaking.
Yeah, I know.
Spines,
I know.
like breaking spines with like the blood bending, like having them run into like things that break their neck and stuff like that. Where
technically, couldn't like a earthbender like you control somebody's bones?
Yeah, I mean, you could.
That's actually a very solid point.
So,
I mean, because that's what happened with Young Justice, because like Young Justice started doing streaming off of Cartoon Network, which is why they got so fucking brutal. And like Korra started doing that too off of Nickelodeon, but like they kind of got a little bit more deeper
Adult.
in a sense, adult a little bit, but like now violence, like we're like a more adult with like the themes shit like that. Like they definitely Korra and Asami. They did like because Nickelodeon. I think that's actually the first cartoon. Like, well, yeah, should it show like a lesbian relationship? Well, they hinted at it, but then it was confirmed with the
in Nickelodeon, like in
well, then they held hands when they walked into the portal. That's how they were like, "Hey,
would you not hold hands, with Spencer? I'm scared. Like, I'll
hold hands with you. Come on, let's go."
Yeah, see, we ain't gay though.
So I would say one that I would do.
I mean, you are
personally, and Spencer, if you want to go back to it, you could think about it a little bit. One that I definitely would do is one that showed me that it could work is the Supernatural episode with Scooby Doo. I think Scooby Doo doing an adult, like even if it's a short 1 season, like for adults, like mystery, where it's just a little bit more like the kills are a little more brutal. People actually die. There's actually like stuff that could happen throughout it, and it could be the same thing as like What's New, like it can look like What's New Scooby Doo or like the Scooby Doo like Mystery Incorporated in terms of the style, that dark style, and just make it more of an adult animation. You don't even need to add like anything really nasty like sex or anything like that. Just make it more brutal, a little bit darker, and with a little bit more actual horror themes like incorporated. Be fun.
Screw it. Add sex.
Chris, question.
So, but would you also add like more of a supernatural element to that though?
Absolutely.
I would
think we would go the route of like a Zombie Island situation too, where it's more like the ghosts and stuff are actually like real. And that's
not Returns, which is
not Returns to Zombie Island. Return to Zombie Island.
That was so bad. I haven't seen. I read the plot. I'm like, it completely just fucking just shits on the whole aspect of Zombie Island.
I mean, more into what made it good. So like that whole like side series of those like straight to VHS movies, like The Witch's Ghost, the Alien Invasion one, and like I mean the Alien Invasion one, you know, it didn't turn out to be like real, but
Yeah.
Well, they did end up having real aliens in it, but it's
also
like,
Loch Monster as well too.
And the Witch's Ghost. Like, there's a lot of really good. Like, the Witch's Ghost is awesome. The one in Salem that takes place during that one's one of my. That's actually my favorite. I think of the three.
Cody loves that movie so much.
this.
He quotes that movie so many
But
times.
you could see that going into more of an adult route too, and like having more more grounded conversations, actual like deaths, things like that involved with it. Even finding a killer, like I think it could be interesting to see if they went that route. Even like I said, even if it was like a one season miniseries.
Dude,
like
I'm
just
down.
a
That
more
sounds
adult
fucking
version.
great. Honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, and since it was based on a crossover, they can kind of also cross over to Sam and Dean.
They could
both-
bring Sam and Dean into it too.
Because both Jensen and Jared have also hinted that Supernatural is not done, even though the finale happened. But they still keep hitting at like, oh yeah, well, I think they're doing a movie.
They can still cross over. Like,
They can still for sure cross.
and
I mean,
Scooby Doo crosses over everything. So you can also cross over like Lucifer, like from the DC comics, because they've also crossed over Batman before, which means that that's okay to actually do.
Well, I mean, it's
And
also
Ninja
part of
Turtles.
DC.
Yeah.
Ninja
Took
Turtles.
And
the
Ninja
Ninja Turtles
Turtles.
crossed over with fucking
Calabummer, bro. Calabummer.
But yeah, so that's kind of my take on it.
That's
Do you have any-
that's actually a really good idea. That'd be actually really fucking cool to see that.
I would like
like
to
Ninja
see
Kinda
that.
Turtles
like
with
a-
fucking Scooby Doo gang.
No,
They have
no.
weapons.
Scooby Doo. It's actually like he wears like the fucking like Ninja Turtle like what's the
They
thing?
give
bandana.
they give him
And
they give him
honestly,
like a lime green bandana.
yeah. I mean, honestly,
You
the characters
fight
can
with-
stay the same in terms of like their personalities and stuff. Like they can just say "damn" and like "shit" and like other
Bitch.
things. Like just up it a little bit, move it to TV 14, and like add in those elements. And then like
Ooh.
I just Scooby
14.
Doo saying beach. Oh, Raggy, you're a bitch. Raggy, where you go?
Bitch.
You're a bitch. So I'm like me being a deathcore singer. Bruh. I
Well,
actually don't
technically,
really-
wouldn't a bitch be hot to him though? Because he's a dog. We're like,
I hate
oh,
you.
he's a bitch.
I hate you so much.
And he pop out his little red rocket.
let's
Hey,
not-
nowhere
that's-
rockets though.
that's TV
Nowhere
AO.
rocket. That's called bestiality. No, we don't do that.
I mean, technically,
this is not Animal Planet. This is Cartoon Network.
listen,
No,
All right, do you have one, Chris?
I don't. I'm thinking. Fuck. I was thinking either Kid Next Door, just for,
I
like the contrast between that because hey,
that was my first idea.
stop being in my head.
Literally, the
Like
first
the
thing.
contrast would be hilarious. Being like, because they're like,
That's
oh, we don't want to be
nuts.
adults, but like they're all now. Those like we're like, well, fuck, we're adults now.
Remember that
Adults
episode-
next door.
You
We're
could-
actually-
episode where
we're
they
like
got really
girls next door.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a weird episode. They're
You could-
like 3 and 4 were like making out in the closet. Like, what the hell?
Oh God, that's
That
right.
was the thing.
That is weird. Yeah.
I was
They could-
thinking Kid Next Door. Honestly, what Kyle said about Korra and Avatar, and honestly, kind of Fairly Odd Parents, just to see if like Timmy is not, is still an antisocial little bitch and can't rely on anyone else besides fucking, fairies.
I could see a darker
I think-
tone to Fairly Odd Parents. That would be a cool like adult tone where he like still has to
Becomes
rely on
Death
that.
Note.
Literally,
apparently
like,
when-
Yagami.
What was that movie that they had? He was like
Oh,
21
God.
whenever he
Oh,
like they
Drake
found out like
Bell?
was that?
Yes,
Dude, Drake
they did-
Bell fell off as like his fucking pacifist. Dude. Like, he's,
His
Remember
name
he
is
was
Drake
like
Campana now. He lives in Mexico.
they tried to figure out like they made the wish and like to see when he would like actually lose his odd parents. And it was like he was like 21 years old and he was at his wedding when he lost it, whenever he finally like they left.
oh, so we get Drake now. That makes sense. Yeah, so we're gonna leave you alone while you can, legally buy alcohol.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Drake's
Little
like
bitch.
Drake's
But, like, he
almost
was,
in
like,
his
at-
40s.
He was literally at his wedding, like fucking like like, oh look, I'm in my fucking tux. I'm about to get married. I guess this is when my godparents go. Or my odd parents.
That would be me. Oh, yeah,
I
like,
could see
getting
that.
married.
I still want to see the crossover of Johnny Bravo and Samurai Jack.
That would be sick. I agree.
Like
Johnny
the,
Bravo, Samurai
the
Jack,
dark
like,
version. Yeah.
Adult crossover. Fuck
Dude,
yeah.
cause Johnny Bravo is a buff man. You imagine him just beating the shit out of Aku's minions.
But also, remember this, Johnny Bravo gets beat up by everybody in that fucking show.
That's true.
But it's
Mostly
mainly
by
women.
women.
No,
It's-
everybody. Even the fucking nerdy guy beats him up once.
Well,
That's
I
true.
think, yeah. Well,
I mean,
but if
let's
you put
be-
him in the Samurai Jack universe, he's
No.
OP. It's
Johnny
like
Bravo's
Superman.
full of creatine.
It's
That's all he
Superman
has.
coming to Earth, and he's just super OP. But on his planet, he's a regular guy.
I mean, Johnny Bravo is
just
basically.
full of creatine. That's all Johnny Bravo is. He has no muscle mass or strength. He's just full of creatine.
I do think that he's basically Bobobo. If we're gonna put him in like an adult anime,
Don't
like,
do no.
That's what he's
You know
basically
what?
Bobobo, like but with like an afro.
Would you guys think that Johnny Bravo would fit inside the JoJo's universe?
Oh fuck
Yes,
yeah.
honestly.
Oh fuck yeah.
Okay, I feel like, no, he would actually clap cheeks in JoJo's universe for sure because they're all fucking weird.
Yeah, he would.
They're all
He
fucking
would
weird.
thrive, and he would be best friends with Dio.
Wait, Spencer,
Like,
where are you in JoJo right
whoa.
now? Maybe you're
I'm
watching
literally
early.
like episode 7, maybe.
You're
Like,
already-
I'm
How would
really
you
not-
fucking? You don't even know then.
Are you
But
already,
no,
are you
I've
already
met
at
some of the
Joseph?
characters.
Are you already at Joseph Joestar?
Guess where he is?
I think it's
No,
the
no,
first
no,
season,
no,
right?
no, it's Jonathan. He's at Jonathan.
John,
right now.
I'm
is
a
still
Jonathan.
Jonathan?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jonathan.
Okay, it's so much better when Joseph comes in.
Yeah, Joseph gets weird, and then fucking what's it? Jotaro is the
Jotaro, yeah.
They get so fucking flamboyant. I
Dude.
shit you not. Like,
Dude,
and
Palma-
apparently Dio, what's in the season 5? Dio's whatever.
son.
Like,
yeah.
super flamboyant with that one.
Oh,
like,
they're like gangsters too. They're like supposed to be like mafia gangsters.
But like
But-
super flamboyant.
No,
gangsters.
dude, JoJo, that the third season. I guess it's technically the second season because it's a piece of Joseph's like storyline, which is
That's the third season. You're talking about diamonds?
no Stardust Crusaders is the most
That's
amazing.
three. That's three. That's three.
It's literally the best fucking like part of JoJo that I have seen. Like Diamonds and Breakable is okay. Like it's Josuke's cool and like they go fully into like stands and stuff like that. But like that like Stardust Crusaders is fucking hilarious. It's just the stupidity. Polnareff is one of the greatest characters of all time, and I don't care what anyone says. Fucking
Dude,
love
honestly,
Polnareff.
I
like
wish I knew.
you can watch that
He's
series in both sub and dub, and it's still equally funny.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Holy shit!
Holy
Dude, it's so
shit.
fucking,
I know a lot of JoJo's memes, but I haven't actually watched the show because of
Dude.
the internet.
The fucking
holy shit!
the fucking like Japanese to English, like because there's Japanese
It's
sub,
so
of course,
funny.
and they speak some English in it. They'll be like, "Do you understand?" They haven't spoken. They literally haven't spoken like English the entire time, so they've been
Yeah.
speaking Japanese. So of course
And
they
then
would
randomly they'll
understand.
speak.
Do
Yeah.
you understand?
Okay, we got
I know there's like, let's kill the hoe.
progress.
Let's kill the hoe. Yeah,
We
Yeah,
gotta
I've
kinda
seen that.
End this soon.
yeah, we're getting close. We're almost there.
We gotta we kind of gotta end it. It's getting kind of late.
Yeah,
All right,
I got
all right,
bedtime.
Well,
This
we
is like
have
a last minute podcast idea. If Kyle decided, let me know like fucking 8:15 my time. It's like, hey, you want to join a podcast? Like when 9 Central? Like, oh, cool. It's 8:15. Let me get fucking ready. So yeah, thanks, Kyle. But yeah, it's
I know.
been fun.
Okay, so we have one more. We actually have one more topic. It's really quick.
I gotta pee. Hurry up.
Okay, so the actual thing we're going to be doing is our last segment, which is going to be Keep It or Eat It. Keep It or Eat is a segment of the show in which we take listener suggestions and decide whether the subject is worth keeping or eating. Send us your suggestions on Twitter and Facebook using the hashtag KOY, at the Weekly D Pod, at Danny_G951, and at It's That Guy Kyle. Keep It or Eat It is brought to you by Southern Star Brewing Company. Southern Star is located at 3525 North Fraser Street, Conroe, Texas 77303. Check out their website for all things Southern Star. HTTPS. Rest of it, www.southernStarBrewing.com. Southern Star Brewing is a unique kind of beer experience on account that they are a brewery for all, making delicious tasting beers that range from their flagship Bombshell Blonde Ale to their new year-round favorite Southern Brunch, a citrus shandy that is my favorite because it tastes like a crisp, refreshing mimosa in a can. Recently, Southern Star brought out their newest beer to the catalog, the Fracker IPA, and I must say they did it again. Southern Star created an IPA for people who don't like IPAs. It's a hazy IPA with notes of tropical fruits, citrus, and a slight hint of coconut. I've said it time and time again, but in my opinion, Southern Star makes the best beer in Texas. Go to your grocery store, buy you a 6-pack, or go to the tap room and tell them the Weekly D sent you. Southern Star makes beer for beer people, even those who don't like beer. So we'll go on to our Keep It or Eat It segment. You guys can go ahead and unmute there. I just saw you were just making fucking faces the whole fucking time.
I did not do that at all.
Thank you for not fucking up my ad read. God damn it.
I could have peed
It's-
into. I just realized
Okay,
that.
so now what we're talking about the entire time. So it's Godzilla versus King Kong. Did you guys see the trailer yet?
Oh,
What do you
God
think
damn
of it?
Oh yeah.
And are you gonna keep it?
yeah.
Or are you gonna eat it?
Oh, I'm gonna keep the hell out of it.
So yeah, dude,
Oh,
it's
that's
fucking
fine.
sick. I'm actually really
Dude.
excited for some really
Okay.
like hardcore like fucking
Okay,
fighting.
I've seen the first Godzilla and I've seen the King Kong movie. I haven't seen the newest Godzilla.
I like the King Kong
But-
movie.
That first was from like the
Okay.
1950s or like
No, the
one that
newest, like
happened
the
in
series of
2014?
the one
I've
they're
seen-
the
I've
series
seen
they're
that
in,
one too.
2014.
I
The one
have
with
to make sure.
the one with Quicksilver and he's married to his sister. It's that one.
That makes sense, right? Yeah, Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, they're actually very incestual. They're from Alabama.
Yeah, but so that one I've seen that. I've seen King Kong.
It's a good movie.
I did not think King Kong was the same size as Godzilla at all.
They
I thought
buffed him up a
Godzilla
little
was
bit.
fucking huge compared to King Kong because they show it and King Kong's over here with like somebody in his hand and they're like this big, you know?
Yeah.
And then they show Godzilla and he's like, "Oh, there's somebody on my nail? That's weird." That's what King Kong could do. That's what Godzilla could do versus King Kong. And then they show the trailer and you see fucking King Kong standing up right next to him, punching him, and they're almost the same
They
size.
power scaled down.
No, they did. Like
Godzilla.
that was a big thing
Okay.
too, because people were calling him like, "Yeah, is it King Kong was not that big in the actual Skull Island movie?" Like,
Yeah.
Godzilla's shown to be. I think he's like what 419 meters tall.
He's
I
the
think
size of
King Kong-
skyscrapers.
Yeah, and I think King Kong's supposed to be like 380. He's still bigger than like the actual King Kong that they introduced in, like any other movie, even with the Jack
Yeah.
Black movie. Like,
Even-
he's still
yeah.
big.
Even that movie,
Like-
yeah, he was just in, like the newest
Island.
movie.
Skull
He was
Island,
with Samuel Jackson and everybody. There's a lot of Marvel people in that movie.
So
But
like, Loki, Brie Larson, anywho, King
Samuel
Kong.
Jackson,
You already said that.
There's a lot of people.
yeah,
that
I got to throw him back in. He's badass motherfucker.
But yeah, dude, regardless, fucking,
Motherfucking snakes.
I'm keeping that shit personally.
Yeah,
I think it's fucking badass. I can't wait to see it.
how do you guys? What do you guys think is going to happen? Because Godzilla is technically in this universe is kind of a good guy, and so is
Yeah.
King Kong.
It's a little
so,
weird
like,
that they're like, because basically something triggered Godzilla. Like,
I can answer
And-
that question.
well, they even said it in the trailer. Like,
Yeah.
there's something wrong with him. He's attacking, and we don't know why. And then little 11
he's
says,
hurting people.
Shut up! Shut up! Little 11 is like
Little-
something
oh my
triggered,
God.
something activated him, but we got to figure out why. And some guy goes, "I've come to the same theory."
So
So
the upside down.
that'd be cool. No, but like,
Crossover, make a
Stranger-
crossover.
Stranger
Okay,
Things
but do-
crossover would be sick.
is it obvious that like something's going to happen? They're going to fight. It's going to be epic, and then all of a sudden there's going to be like this army of other things, and they're going to have to fight them together.
I'm thinking they fight
Right.
Mothra just for the fuck of it.
Talk.
No, Mothra
have
is
an
Mothra a
idea.
bad guy in this? I
No,
think Mothra's a good.
Mothra's
Mothra died,
good.
didn't they?
No, Mothra's still alive. She helped.
Okay.
Helped Godzilla fight
Dude,
the King.
I guess Mothra's
Okay.
a good guy.
Let me explain.
Okay. Now go.
Okay, so Cody was really, because I talked to Cody about this last night. Cody was really adamant about because they had already introduced him as a toy. It's Mega Godzilla. That's gonna piss. It's gonna end up pissing Godzilla off. It's Mega Godzilla. But I'm saying is this: it's Space Godzilla. Godzilla can already since he already fought one space monster, he can sense Space Godzilla coming in at them from space because he knows what it feels like. And that was also kind of confirmed because they released an article I think late last year, in December, that it was late that Space Godzilla was going to appear in the end credits scene, and I think that's what's pissing Godzilla off. Also, the fact that Mechagodzilla has been kind of confirmed in the trailer, you can kind of see him as a very blurred image. Also, it's because of his toy. That's Cody's whole defense. Here's all I can make a Godzilla toy. He's all like, no, fuck off, Cody.
I mean, they could also Godzilla and King Kong could be like, "Fuck this shit. Let's fuck shit up."
That's
and then
also
they have,
what
and
they're
then they
trying
have
to
to
make it
bring
do
in
like
Mecha
that.
Godzilla.
That's what they're making it be like, because I think they're trying to make it because Godzilla is the apex predator, and he didn't know about Kong. But whenever he found out about the Mutos,
Mythos.
the cockroach creatures from the first Godzilla movie
Oh,
that happened
yeah.
in the series, he came out of he was pretty much hibernating the entire time. When he found out they came back, he came out of hibernation. They were like, "Oh shit!" You need to have that one guy "Oh, Godzilla's actually doing shit now." So
Yeah.
he might be thinking Kong's a threat because apparently Skull Island is not actually really hard. Well, obviously you can't find it. So I'm assuming since that's also the same case with technology, Skull Island is also kind of an enigma for Godzilla too. Even though Godzilla knows about Kong because they also said there's a history between they're all fucking apex predators at the same time. They were
Yeah.
all monsters. That's the thing. Kong is not the last. It's not the first of his kind. He's the last. He was death.
Mhm.
There was a
Two-
war, and they
had
said that in the
two big
trailer.
Kongs do things.
Shut
And they made a
Okay.
little baby Kong. But I think
Definitely. Mecha Godzilla, you're right.
Definitely gonna keep that though. Yeah.
No, they show him in the trailer. He's definitely
it's very
there.
blurred. He's very blurred out. Though. It's like a very like you can see. Is it really?
This picture, it's full on. You could see it's a metal face that looks like Godzilla's, and then there's red on the neck.
It's the Power Rangers. What are you talking about? It's not Mechagodzilla. The Power Rangers are doing a crossover.
Bro, no. Okay, but apparently there was a war, but I guarantee there will be the end. It'll be them two. They'll fight, and then they'll both realize something else is happening. Other monsters and Mechagodzilla, Space Godzilla, whatever is going to show up, and then they're going to fight together. And then maybe one of them dies. Maybe.
I just like when they're just like Godzilla's hurting people. He's not just hurting people; he's fucking murdering people. Like
he's been murdering people,
incinerating people.
Can I be right back?
Yeah. What?
Have to pee.
We're about to.
We're almost. We have 2 more.
Okay. I'll be back.
All right, come back.
Okay.
Come back. We'll continue to talk about this. Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be interesting to kind of see where like it goes. To be completely honest with you.
Yeah, I still would watch it.
I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I need to catch up on. I didn't watch King. I need to watch the one with King Ghidorah and all of them in it. I didn't get to see that.
I didn't watch that either. It
looked sick. Honestly, in my opinion, I thought it looked cool. Like I was all about it.
I like the first Godzilla movie, like the one with Quicksilver. I like that one, but I didn't like that Godzilla was only in it for a small part. But I liked how they were like going through the.
They have to introduce it. It's with Bryan Cranston in it too, right? That's the one talking about.
Yeah. And they like kind of went through like it's like the human perspective and like they're kind of going through it, which is fine. Like it makes sense because like the humans, they live on this world, they're going to do as much as they can to stop whatever the threat is. And they thought Godzilla was a threat, and then it turns out he was actually trying to save them, which they weren't doing anything. Like every Godzilla movie, the military does almost nothing to Godzilla.
Yeah, it doesn't really hurt him very much. To be
and then like
honest with you.
King Kong is different, but. Like fucking King Kong, his first movie, he got fucked up by some airplanes.
Yep, he did.
Even with the Jack Black movie too.
The Jack Black movie, that's more of the classic. Like that goes more of the classic route, which he. But
like he got fucked up by some planes. Like these planes bullets, regular fucking like 1950s bullets affected him.
Curiosity killed the cat.
So my biggest threat with the whole Kong versus Godzilla fight trailer was this. The trailer was definitely very Kong like as the protagonist. It's like it's definitely like, yeah, Kong is throwing most of the hits. Even with Godzilla doing the time Breath, Kong has some sort of magic axe that he fucking got from Breath of the Wild. Because what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
Like
I saw that and I was like, hold up.
I like how they're making him very sentient though. Like he's definitely like because like most Kong with the exception of Jack Black, because Jack Black's Kong actually has some sort of like intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Like. Yeah. This Kong is definitely smarter than he gives out. Like he's pretty much like that.
He like the Rock Johnson.
He's like the ape in the sign language. And like it's
Rampage.
like that. Yeah.
And Rampage.
And the actual real life. They definitely make.
I like Rampage
Kong. Actually. Rampage is actually like it's a terrible movie. It's fucking fun to watch.
Yeah, it's a fun monster movie.
Have you guys seen Skyscraper?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or Hobbs and Shaw?
No,
I like both of those.
San Andreas.
Those movies fucking blow, man.
Hobbs and Shaw I can't do. Skyscraper I can watch.
I can watch Skyscraper.
There's a helicopter hooked on with a chain. He grabs it with his bare arm, holding a helicopter, and then pulls the chain down.
The Rock can probably fucking do that. Have you seen that guy work out?
No, I don't care if how much he works out, how strong that man. He's a regular human being.
Do this right now.
His shoulder would have ripped out. His arm would have been flailing around like attached to the train, the fucking plane. And then gone.
He's now the boulder. Remember that. He's the
boulder. He's the mountain.
He was first the Wayne, then he was the Rock. Now he's the boulder. He will be the mountain if he keeps working out.
Soon he will be the continent, and then the Earth.
And then he'll be president.
How would that have gone if he became president?
Honestly.
I'm okay.
Better than Trump.
It would have been a lot of comedy. A lot of comedy commercials of the president just like doing stupid shit. And Kevin Hart would have been like his like.
Kevin Hart would have been the VP.
His little.
Kevin Hart would have been the VP.
No, he would have been his wife.
Kevin Hart's like
first lady.
He would have been the first lady. Yeah, I was like, what's the word? He would have been the first lady.
Okay. Sorry. Anywho, so like the trailer was like really Kong. Like Kong was doing the damage, but I mean like. This guy would have been shown to be able to grapple better. I mean, it's definitely easier to grapple as a CGI person than you are like a fucking dinosaur suit. I understand that, classic Japanese style little movies, but like, yeah, this
Yeah.
Godzilla has actually been shown that there are punches and like, do some like, wrestling slams and like throwing
Yeah.
people around.
Personally, I'm pretty excited for a good monster movie fight scene. Like,
Yeah.
there hasn't been one in a while.
Did you not like the Godzilla from 2014? That was a good fight scene.
Like, wait, are you
I
talking
mean-
about the one with like the King of Monsters one? The one with like,
Well, actually, Bill, because honestly, I'm not gonna lie, like the King of Monsters fight was actually pretty good.
yeah.
Like, the one with Godzilla and like the actual like main antagonist, but I mean,
Like, no, they're good.
yeah.
I just like those the hits. Like, you feel like Pacific Rim. Like, Pacific Rim is like
Yeah.
a good movie.
Oh,
Oh
Like,
yeah.
The first one, yes.
The first one's good. The
Second
second one's
one-
nah. But like,
Second
the-
one's trash.
but the literally when you look at it though, like the hits that they take and stuff like that, like that's
Yeah.
you feel the metal crush. You could feel like shit like that happen. That's what I want with this movie.
And that's what you're gonna get because fucking Kong's definitely like that first punch you see Kong throw at Godzilla.
Yeah, it was
knocks
fucking
Godzilla
cool.
the fuck out. Say, hey,
Dude,
I'm on the boat now. Bitch, no, you're not. That's
He
my
literally
horse.
got up. They didn't even cut the scene. It was literally like the camera was on Godzilla getting up on the boat. It pans over to Kong just. It's like, oh, that was such a nice hit. Like that was a clean,
Yeah.
fucking. That was a
that was
full on
great.
punch.
And like
Okay,
Kong
can we-
has the advantages.
So we'll go ahead and move on. Actually,
but-
we're gonna
yeah,
we could talk because I feel like we could talk about this for fucking hours.
We should
Because I'd start
this
talking
the
about Pacific
entire
Rim
time.
if we kept talking about this,
Yeah.
and I love
We just-
Pacific.
So we're gonna go into
Just
the
shoot
next
the
topic.
entire topic.
So we're gonna keep this. I think is what we're fucking talking
Yeah,
about.
keep
Get the shit out of
for
it.
sure.
Like, so the next
Fucking-
one is the Bernie memes with Bernie sitting over in like the corner of his chair in his mittens and all the
Okay.
memes associated with it. Would you keep it or yeet it?
I hated those fucking moth and lamp memes, but I love these memes. I would
I
keep
have
this.
to keep it because I literally made one.
I will text. Actually, did I send
Wait,
the fucking
I want to show Chris.
the trainer
Yes.
Bernie meme to the group chat?
I think you might have actually. I've seen
pretty sure
so
I
many
did.
Bernie memes. I would personally keep the Bernie memes. I think they're hilarious. Like,
No, they are fucking
regardless,
hilarious.
regardless of party affiliation, I think they're super fucking funny. And like, I think we can all like laugh at that as like a genuine, like, that's funny. Like, I don't care who you are. That shit's fucking hilarious.
Chris, Kyle saw this. You didn't. Who's that Pokemon?
God, no, I have seen that. God damn it!
No, this. Have you seen this? I made this.
I've seen that one. Yes, I know. I've seen it somewhere. But yeah, have you seen the trainer Bernie refuses
made
to
it.
battle one? Hold on.
He's like, what do you mean? I've seen it somewhere.
I literally just made this today.
You want me to show you?
haven't
I'll
seen
fucking
it
show you.
anywhere.
Want to bet?
Regardless. Like, okay. Last one.
Yeah.
Before we go into
Oh,
the
I'm not-
outro. Last one before we go into the outro.
I'm confused.
It's gonna be the song "Driver's License" by Olivia Rodrigo.
Bitch.
Chris.
That was
Oh
good.
no.
Fucking told you. I fucking
That's
told
not
you,
as good.
Spencer. It's
anyway.
the actual fucking back.
So the song is "Driver's
Is that
License"
good?
by Olivia Rodrigo. It's a song that Chris might not know about because he doesn't listen to anything except metal.
And hard rock.
And
And
hard
jazz.
rock. And
And
jazz.
fusion.
I keep
and
it.
funk.
Regardless, Olivia Rodrigo actually brought this song up. I think it was like a week ago. It's currently the #1 song on all major streaming platforms, and it's basically every significant other's favorite song. Like all the wives and girlfriends love this song. Like Chris,
Rob?
you can't you don't know the song, so you may have to listen to it separately, and you can
Wow.
tell me if you keep it or
Are
eat
you
it.
being prejudiced against me being single? Is that what you're trying to say?
No.
No,
You can
because
me
you
out.
don't listen to that kind of music,
You
you,
don't listen to this kind of
idiot.
music.
I was trying to make Kyle feel bad.
I don't.
No,
feel bad.
don't do that.
Don't feel bad. But I would personally keep it. I think it's a good song. And I like my wife fucking loves that song, especially for TikTok. Like,
I would hope you like your wife, Kyle. You married her.
yeah.
God damn it. I like it. I would keep it because I'd heard it recently. Your wife sent me something about it, some video of some girl explaining it. And I was like, why did she send me this?
Well, that's the thing. Like a bunch of
Ooh,
people,
I know why.
a bunch of adults have been really into this drama for some reason that has to, because apparently it's a song about like her ex-boyfriend.
From
And-
High School Musical show, TV,
So this
something
is
like that.
not
High
from
School-
so this isn't Taylor Swift. You're sure?
No, it's from High School.
Almost.
From High School Musical, the show, the musical, something like that.
Okay, can we
Like-
talk about
That's an
that?
actual
Can we talk
show.
about that's the name of the show?
My
High School
wife-
Musical, the show, the musical.
Like,
That's
my-
redundant.
my wife
Stupid.
loves that show. She thinks it's amazing, and
She
it-
loves
judging your wife
musicals,
right
right?
now.
She likes musicals
She's-
a lot. Yeah,
she's very-
she's
See-
super into like Broadway. If she could have her pick at going to see Broadway shows and stuff like that, like she would love to go and like just be like see Broadway shows every weekend if we could.
Have fun, Kyle.
Yeah.
I like Broadway stuff. I like Hamilton a lot,
Broadway
and I like
shows.
Like I Hamilton is great. Like if you haven't seen Hamilton, like it's a
I
good time.
haven't.
It's
I
a good
haven't
time.
either. Okay, me and Amanda don't like musicals. Together, we do not like musicals.
I feel like you should give Hamilton at
Me
least
in my
a
hand,
try. I
too.
feel like you'd probably like Hamilton. I didn't think I'd like Hamilton, but I ended up liking it because there's a lot of historical like stuff and it's like historically accurate to like the time. Plus, it's more hip hop and rap inside of it.
Ew. I mean, yay, hip hop.
Oh yeah, Chris, like I said, Chris doesn't listen to anything. He hates hip hop, country, and pretty much everything else everyone else loves.
It's like I
Not
listen to
metal.
everything unless it's not metal.
death.
Well, I mean,
to all
you
but
got
metal.
death metal, thrash metal, metalcore, black
I
metal.
said metal,
progressive
didn't I?
metal, new metal. There's a lot of metal.
And meanwhile, you're like, new metal sucks. It's only about the old metal.
New metal
That's
is rap
not-
metal.
I only like rusted metal.
New metal sucks. It's all
I,
about
I
rap.
like slightly shiny metal. I don't like the new metal.
I like when my
slightly
metal is
shiny.
rusted and you
Let's-
put coke on it,
No,
get the
that-
rust off.
Let's just talk
I don't
about
like that
the
'cause that's called
true.
that's called tetanus.
Let's just talk about like the actual genre we all love, ska.
No.
No one loves ska, Kyle.
Dude,
No
you
one.
can't,
I
you can't-
appreciate
Even
ska.
people that make ska music don't like ska.
It's actually
Dude,
very factual. Like
Real
you know,
Big Fish, bro? Are you kidding me?
I made
Is
a
it
real
Big Fish, the movie?
Huh? No,
Even
like no,
bigger.
real big fish, like the band.
Is that like
Sublime.
Horse
I like
I
Sublime.
see Sublime. Sublime's not fucking.
I don't think
Sublime is
Sublime's
definitely
ska.
like in the ska.
It's
like,
no.
it's like
Sublime
ska.
is not ska. They're
definitely
reggae.
ska, bro.
Sorry. Yeah, it's okay. I got
They're
this.
they're reggaeton.
Ska rap.
Ska, bro.
Sublime is reggaeton.
What about
and,
Sugar Ray?
Definitely. What the? No, definitely not ska. I
What'd
seen
you-
them live.
What would you call Sugar Ray?
Does it-
Mainstream
what,
pop music.
what is that? What kind of defense is that, Chris? I've seen
saw
them
them
live.
They don't have any horns and shit, bro. They don't fucking go like you know.
Oh,
like
it says
ska.
Sublime was one of the
just
most
want some-
popular bands of the third wave of ska.
God damn it!
Yes. Fuck you.
Wait, but
One for Kyle.
specifically characterized as ska punk.
It is ska punk technically, but yes, but it
Okay,
is
one
ska.
for
nonetheless.
Kyle. God damn it!
Sublime
Okay,
often combined punk rock and hardcore punk
No,
with
go to
hip
Sugar
hop
Ray
and
now.
heavy metal, dance hall, reggae, ska, funk, and 21st century surf
Also,
music.
you
Sublime
can't
is also described as reggae rock.
You can't
Aha!
say.
I'm
you can't
also
say-
right.
You can't say Sugar Ray's not like ska only because of Fly.
I just want to fly.
Like a bird in my arms so high. Put your arms around me, baby. Put your arms
Dude,
around me.
Isn't
No.
there a version without
They're
that
all
guy in the
rock,
background?
Pop,
There is.
Punk. No,
It sucks.
Just
Kyle-
want to fly.
Dude,
He had
you're
to say
nowhere
it.
near ska.
Fly.
It's alt rock, pop rock, new metal, and fuck metal. There's Sugar Ray is nowhere near to close to ska.
Guys, listen.
we're gonna
what
fight
we
about
really
this
need to
forever.
listen to
They-
is
that's
Taylor
his band.
Swift's new album.
So I will burn you. Where
Honestly,
I will, no.
Can I be honest? It's not that bad. Keep very in 80s synth.
Yeet. Chris.
It's very.
Yeet. Yeet. Taylor Swift's new album. Please.
He hasn't even listened to it. He has to listen.
He's
to it
mad
before
at
he
me
can
for
judge it.
saying that, but now he's more mad at you for saying it's actually not bad.
It's all 80s synth like pop. It's perfect. It's great. Like I like 80s.
Remember when
pop.
Taylor Swift was a country singer?
Yep.
No.
A long time ago. When you
A
think
lot.
when you think Tim McGraw. Hope you
I
think
don't
of
ever
me.
think of Tim McGraw actually,
Dude, she
almost
has-
ever in my
She
life.
actually has none of the rights to any of those songs. Like, what's his name? I forget his name now. I don't know why. But the guy who basically produced all that music, he owns all of that, and he just sold it to people. So Taylor Swift said Taylor Swift as of this year actually has to redo all of her music that like she had and recover all of that original music because she can't actually release or make any profit from any of her country like and beginning
Good.
pop stuff. Scooter Braun did it. Yeah, that's who it is.
You sure you don't think of Britney Spears though?
No,
Sure.
it's Taylor Swift. She
I
just
mean, they're
got
both blondes.
so like but that Ryan Reynolds like directed like song for the Match.com thing with Satan in it. You know what I'm talking about? Like
he
that.
directed that?
So he directed
Ryan
that. Yeah,
Reynolds?
side note. Yeah, it was
Fucking
Ryan
actually
Reynolds.
makes a lot
awesome.
of sense.
That makes so much sense.
So side note that Taylor Swift song though, Taylor Swift doesn't have the rights to. So somebody gave her the
Good.
rights to use that song, or she gave him the rights to use that song. So
he would
it's
find
fucking-
a way.
it's
He
fucking
would somehow.
hilarious.
Did you guys know that Taylor Swift is worth more than Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
That's not surprising. to me.
She's worth 365 million. That's 36. I was
How
going to
much
say
is the
36.5.
Rock worth again? 200 something.
320.
320. That's still a ton.
So The Rock will show up with his muscles, flex, and she'll walk up and be like, drop some money on
Hey,
him.
new boyfriend.
She dropped some money on.
Let me write a song
Drop some
about
money on
you.
him. She just grab his arm and be like, "Okay, I need to write a song about touching his arm."
No, she's super
Break
into
up with
politics.
me.
Took
now.
advantage of me.
She's less into boyfriends now and super into politics. That's weird.
I thought you were
Well,
gonna say
I would know.
girlfriends.
Yeah, I don't know.
Listen to
Miley
boyfriends
Cyrus
down
had
to
a solid,
girlfriends.
a solid album.
What about
though.
Katy Perry though?
Katy Perry got. I feel like she's doing drugs right now.
No. I don't think she's
When
doing
has she
drugs.
not
I
been
just think
doing
she's.
drugs?
I just think she's what you would call like out of. She's like out of the circle of like that age group now for the music she makes. I just
I
don't
think-
think like her music is like relevant to like what kids want now, like want to listen to. Taylor Swift's still in that bubble for some reason, and like people still love Taylor Swift, and I think that's still like a
So
genuine
Holland
thing.
dead.
People are into garbage music now, so it makes sense.
People have been in the
I don't
garbage
know.
music this entire time. If you heard of,
So ever since existence, garbage music.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, let's get
Who?
freaky now. Broken Side, bro. Let's get
Who's Bro-
fucking freaky now.
Is that song you sent me? That song was so fucking
I
bad.
only have really high class music to listen
Dude.
to.
Chris, if he ever sends you this video and you see two scene kids on the front, don't watch it. It's
Wait,
the
is that a
worst
fucking
song.
Blood and Dance for song? God damn it, Kyle.
No,
It's
no,
the
no.
worst song I've ever heard in my life, and I wish I could unhear it.
Actually, like, you mean
No,
this one?
please, nope.
You mean this
nope.
one? Hold on. You mean that
you're
music?
so funny.
You mean that music isn't complete gold? I think personally it's
I
great
think
music.
someone took a turd, spray painted it gold, and then tried to sell it to a child. That's the
That was
equivalent
me.
of what that music is.
So that was a little bit like there was a point where scene kids thought that they could do rock, like punk, hardcore with rap and make it a thing, including
That's called
screams.
new metal.
That's what
including
shake.
screams.
What was it?
That's
Shake,
called new
shake,
metal.
shake it came out.
Metro Station's great. Side note.
That is the era. The fucking rap punk scene kid. Have you guys
The
seen
rap
the
punk's
music
been
video
around
for
way
that?
before that.
Okay, but
Oh, man,
scene
these are
kid rap
styles.
punk. Have
Well,
y'all
there's-
seen the music video
hardcore
for
punk.
Shake It recently?
No.
If
I'm
you
sure it's
ever,
not good.
please, for the love of God, go watch it. You don't have to even listen to music. Just play the video and just look at these people.
I don't want to. Oh, yeah, they're
Oh,
Shake,
like
shake,
we
shake,
used to
shake
like
it.
most of us used to think this is fucking cool.
I didn't.
That's true.
I
A
never
lot of-
had hair like that. I didn't do all the crazy shit. I had those stupid animal armbands. That's as much as I did.
Honestly, I used to think Creed was so fucking cool for like the longest time. Speaking of that, like
And then you
go there.
Let's
road.
They need
They were
a
such-
puddle of mud.
Dude, I like old Puddle of
Can
Mud.
you take me higher?
I'm not sure. Dude, Creed is actually like one of those underrated bands people like to shit on. Like
Oh,
fucking.
That hurt to
Back.
pull out that
Oh.
like deep like.
Dude, Bullets is actually a great
I'm
song.
only
There's a lot
saying
of really
that
good songs.
because Mark Tremonti is a fucking phenomenal guitar player. He plays for Alter Bridge and he has his own solo band.
I just
See,
forget
Chris-
that there was an entire era of that type of music though. Like thanks to like Pearl Jam.
Oh, dude, fucking
Like
Creed,
Pearl
Pearl
Jam.
Jam, Alice in Chains, Stained.
Disturbed had its own kind of like side
Nah,
piece of that. I mean, Disturbed
no,
its
it
own
didn't.
thing.
No, Disturbed and Slipknot were all their own.
What about that
Disturbed's
Fallout
different
Boy?
than Slipknot though. It's not the same.
No, Disturbed and Slipknot, they started off the exact. They were both new metal. And they both progressed into being straight like heavy metal.
Yeah,
But
but,
then, like,
like
this-
I don't know. It's
Slipknot
different though.
went back. Slipknot combined their styles. Disturbed tried to be the new Judas Priest, and Disturbed is not good at being happy. Disturbed is known as being depressing. Their music sucks. Sorry, Disturbed, you're
Their
gonna
name
fucking
is
watch this.
literally Disturbed. Why would they try to go for anything else?
Because they're like, we need to be happy now. I'm sad. Well, guess what? Change your fucking name.
Can I be honest with you guys before we leave this podcast? I like Nickelback. I don't care what anybody says.
Nickelback's amazing.
Nickelback had some solid songs. They were one of my first concerts I've ever been to.
Nickelback, Teresa,
Man.
their drummer is a session drummer. That guy's a goddamn monster. And also the guitarist is actually really phenomenal.
Honestly,
When
it's just
did
Chad-
Nickelback become not cool?
Well, it's really because it's
Like
really
who decided?
it's
Like
really
Nickelback is
solo-
not cool.
it's solely because of Chad Kroger. A lot
Honestly,
of it
yeah,
is
that's
because
very
he's
true.
just a fucking asshole. Like
That's
He's
right,
also
singer.
funny.
Yeah,
He's the Chad. That's
he's
pretty
the
much
lead
what they're doing.
singer.
He's a Chad.
He's the Chad.
Chad
He's a Chad.
Kroger is just a really cocky guy for the music he makes. He writes all. It's kind of like. Have you ever heard like the whole thing between like Chris won't know this one, but like what's his name? The guy who sings. He gets made fun of in the hip hop scene all the time. Then he talks
Ja
about
Rule?
No, Ja Rule. Yes, he does get made fun of
Weird Al.
a lot.
Weird.
It doesn't matter. Regardless, he's like a new guy, but he's like this dude. Basically, it's because he's so cocky about some
Tech
stuff he
Nine.
doesn't understand.
6ix9ine.
Like,
Eminem.
no.
Eminem.
What is his name? He sings like
Triple Red.
pull the
Triple
trigger.
Red.
Ain't nobody do it for you.
Yeah, okay. I don't know.
Kyle, you better be careful with your words right now, man.
Oh, Russ. That's his name. Russ.
His name is
Russ?
almost Rust.
Yeah.
Is he a white guy?
He's a white guy. Yeah.
Russ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the guy that I said you that he was talking like
Riff Raff.
political raps, or am I thinking of somebody else?
No, he doesn't really.
I think I sent you that video. He's like
was one of
doing
those
political
guys.
raps, talking about like
Eminem.
people are stupid.
Yeah. Immortal Technique does that. I like Immortal Technique. Miss that guy. Still doing music, I guess. Aria the Rugged Man.
I don't.
All that fun stuff.
I
don't
thought
know who
honestly
that
it was
is,
a
sorry.
fucking like an ability for the longest time that someone
No.
told me he made music.
Russ just writes.
But it was an ability. You're like, is this for WoW?
Russ just.
More technique, dude. Is it from Naruto? Holy fuck! Is this what something Kakashi can do? No.
Oh my god.
Kakashi just fucking poke people in the ass. That's all Kakashi does now. That was your dead.
Anyways.
Wait,
Yeah.
did nobody see that? I just did some sick ass hand signs and nobody saw.
Not even
I
the
saw
audio
Spirit.
listeners saw. Spencer, not even the audio listeners saw. Missed out on that
You
one.
can't see, Kyle. You insensitive bitch.
I'm blind.
Anyways,
Chris, you were literally looking at your camera just now, looking directly. I am blind. You is stupid.
anyways, boys, that's
That's
going to
me.
conclude our show for the day. So we're going to go ahead and go into the outro as we finish.
You
I
have
know
an
it's really
outro?
late for everybody. Yeah, actually, we do.
This session's not late for
It's
me.
Yeah,
I
fuck you.
slept in the work today. I'm fine.
So, guys, I just wanted to say thank everyone for listening. If you guys made it this far, we appreciate it. If you like what you heard, please give us a 5-star rating and leave us a review on Apple iTunes. Give us a thumbs up on Spotify and a like on any other streaming service you listen to. We're available on literally all the streaming services for podcasts. Also, please tell your friends about us. Word of mouth is the best way for us to grow. So, once again, thank you guys for listening. At this point, you can actually follow me at It's That Guy Kyle on both Twitter and Instagram. You can follow Spencer on TikTok, Instagram
You have a
at
TikTok?
the coolest
You.
nerd alive. Spencer actually does some of the coolest wood burning stuff like that I've seen in a long time. So that's pretty cool. If you like anime
far away.
and like pop culture and you like wood burning, it's literally that put together.
I burned mine.
You can also follow Chris at his social media. Chris, what is your social media?
Which one? I have like
Dumb dumb,
a
you
different
can
name.
eat them.
Let's are you still Bananas Man?
No. Hold on a second.
It's a Mr. Bacon Genie or something like that, and he
Yeah.
doesn't like bacon.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, hold on. My Instagram, it's
I do
fucking.
not like bacon. What the fuck, dude?
I'm actually not American. I'm
Kyle,
Canadian.
I don't think you should ask that question.
What do you mean? Fuck you.
You had too
What
much
do you mean?
bacon.
Fuck you. So yeah, my Instagram is actually Mr. Bacon.
He goes, oh.
And then my Twitter, which I don't ever fucking use, is what's my fucking Twitter? Hold on, I gotta remember things.
I'm sure. It's
Also,
apps.
I'm pretty sure no, they're all it's at cbanana21.
You gonna see somebody's
Why
banana?
21? Like, you weren't even born in that year. Were you that old when you made the account?
It's just in case people want to track his Tinder, so they can
No,
be like,
it's
"I'm
my
21
it's
years
my
old, guys."
my birthday is 7/21, so I always use my birthday for a lot of weird shit.
Not even your
Not my
birth year?
passwords.
See,
Not even your
banana.
birth month?
July 21st, you son of a bitch.
You couldn't have said 94?
No, that's too much work.
Anyways, guys,
Twenty-
thank you guys for
20's
listening.
easier.
You guys have a wonderful end of your day. If you guys are at work, if you guys
It's
are at home,
midnight.
we appreciate not for people who are listening.
It is for me.
Have a great rest of your evening. Take care, and thank you for listening to the Weekly D podcast. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Oh, you don't know who we are? It's just cool. We don't know who you are either. It's just like that. Yeah. Oh, Ted's crazy for this. Oh, baby. Yeah. Yeah, money on my head. Ops wanna see me dead. I don't care, I leave a text on red. Bitch, I said what I said, and I feel like a narcissist. Yeah, only think about myself. Yeah. want all of this. Yeah, she don't want nobody else. You gotta let a hoe be a hoe. Yeah. Want a bitch, but don't need a bitch. Yeah, I don't trust shit, I done seen shit. Yeah, I cheated and I been the one she cheated with. Yeah, I been cheated on, I guess it kinda evens it. Yeah, I flew her out the city to a dealership. Popped one, baby, this the realest shit. Then I took her to the club, do a couple dubs. Yeah, don't worry about a thing, girl, it's all love. Like, yeah. If the money in my hand gets spent, then I spent it. Like, yeah. 1942, if you drink the way we do, it get expensive. Yeah, I wanna go down as a legend. Yeah, I wanna go home with your best friend. Yeah, I wanna take you home if you let me in. Yeah, money on my head. Ops wanna see me dead. I don't care, I leave a text on red. Bitch, I said what I said, and I feel like a narcissist. Yeah, only think about myself. And she said she want all of this. Yeah, she don't want nobody else. You gotta let a hoe be a hoe. Yeah, flooded on my wrist like a dam. I just fucked another bitch off the gram. Yeah, got it on my hip, it don't jam, but it hop out my hip to my hand. Yeah. Baby girl, jig, I don't dance. I'm too geeked off these purse and these ends. Baby girl, jig, I don't dance. I'm too geeked off these purse and these ends. That money gon' fly. Put up, yeah, too clean, she can't deny. I pull up, me and my guys, we too fly. VIP all night, 42 on ice, ooh, yeah. I put tequila, no ice, ooh. Straight to the head, straight to the bed, straight to your legs, yeah. Talking about straight to the head, yeah, I'm straight with the bread, yeah, money on my head. Ops wanna see me dead. I don't care, I leave a text on red. Bitch, I said what I said, and I feel like a narcissist. Yeah, only think about myself. And she said she want all of this. Yeah, she don't want nobody else. You gotta let a hoe be a hoe. Yeah.